Chloe is here, and Dr. Eugene Liu is here.
Doctor, please.
Okay, so this is our Social Science Research Seminar Series, number 55. Okay, the 55th Social Science Research Seminar Series, right? So we have together with us is a very reputable scholar brought in to Malaysia, all the way from Guangxi, China, right? So he'll be addressing a very important topic today. I think it's very meaningful, I think it's very relevant, I think it's very important vis-a-vis what's going to happen, not just today, but in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years perhaps, yeah? So, not yet, okay. I was just kidding that, Mr. Eugene Lee. Why are you laughing at that?
Okay, already get us sweating.
So the topic today, this look familiar. The topic today is time appropriate, okay, compulsory healthcare digitalization and temporal experience of elderly patients in Guangxi, China. So you take your time to present, but what we want to have after this session of your presentation is to have our discussion. Chloe now is in KL. She'll be giving her take on your presentation. You know, the relevance that might connect her interest with yours will be on the digital part as well as trust.
Yeah.
But perhaps more than that. So please comment beyond those two themes. Right? So Eugene, the mic is yours, the camera is yours, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Prof. Sorry for I didn't bring some dynamite here. Okay. Thank you, Hanif.
That's what you do not want to utter in the airport, right? You do not want to utter that one in the airport. Okay, proceed.
Okay. Good afternoon, my colleagues and dear professor.
Good afternoon.
And thank you all for taking the time to attend my presentation today.
Don't put it close to me, man.
So, my research title in compulsory health digitalization and temporal experience of elderly patient in Guangxi, China. And also use this kind of words, 10 appropriated to describe this kind of phenomenon. So, next page, please. Thank you. Okay, so in the next 12 to 15 minutes, I will walk through the research in 7 parts: the background and the research problem, the literature and the theoretical framework, and the research aim and the questions, the conceptual framework, and the methodology, the trustworthiness consideration, and the expected contribution. So it comes to the background. So the research began from the 3 converging trends in the contemporary China. First, how healthcare digitalization in China is not finished even. It is still an ongoing deepening process. National evolution standards for smart hospitals were issued in 2019. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the deployment between the 2020 and the 2022. And from 2023, the field was entered what is now called the deepening phase. Smarter hospitals, smarter chronic disease management, telemedicine, electronic prescription, and electronic medical records are now widely deployed. This might make it harder and harder for patients, especially elderly patients, to avoid using these digital systems. Second, Chinese population is aging rapidly. By the end of 2024, 310 million people in China were aged 16 and above, and 220 million were 65 and above. By the United Nations classification, China has formally entering modernity and age society. In Guangxi especially, the elderly population reached almost 10 million by 2024. And Guangxi is projected to cross the 20% aging rate in 2025. It's already been reached that. By the way, it's already reached that. Sorry. Yeah, I have to mention about the time. Third, they are clear to regional digital devices. And Guangxi is an autonomous region in the southwest China with a relatively low economic development level. This creates a typical case of aging before getting rich. Guangxi can be seen as a microcosm. Yeah, microcosm of the Chinese inland and less developed region. So it comes to the research problem. Under these three conversion themes, elderly people in the inland and less developed regions like Guangxi are now being put into a compulsory digital health care system with alternatives that are increasingly difficult to access. This phenomenon has received scholarly attention, with the most existing studies working within the digital divide framework, focusing on digital access, digital literacy, or technological acceptance. These studies make a valuable contribution. They leave open, however, the question is how the compulsory digitalization restructure the time of elderly patients themselves. A question of ongoing importance as the digital deepening intensifies.
Can you do the cursor as well? Can you use the cursor?
Oh, yeah.
So that Tu Yang can also know where you are reading which part.
The presentation is there.
Oh, you're controlling it?
It's okay. It's the first paragraph.
Oh, okay.
It's still with the first paragraph.
Oh, right. You're not controlling it. Okay. So,
Yeah. So actually, my speech.
Maybe you just can stand there.
Up to you, Jim.
I didn't memorize the all I can say.
Bring your tablet lah.
Oh, okay lah.
Up to you. Yeah, you feel comfortable there, you know. As long as you're not hiding under the table or something.
Sorry,
Now you look.
Okay, the rules as a social accelerate this part provide a powerful macro dynamics. Yet, how is acceleration is concentrically realized that the intersection of the compulsory digital healthcare and aging, and particularly in the non-Western context, where the institutional and demographic conditions differ from those roles as originally analyzed. So remain an open theoretical questions. So there is also open theoretical question addressing it can extend our understanding of how the dynamic
Stabilization, yeah. Stabilization.
Stabilization.
That's right, got it.
Actually operate in the specific institutional setting. So this question matters for two reasons. The first one is it concerns that the well-being and autonomy of the elderly patients who rely on the health care and most but also most disadvantaged by the digitalization. So in addition, also the reason two, although this study is based in the tertiary hospital setting in Guangxi, it speaks to a broader group of aging societies in the global south. So by looking, we're just going to be hoping I'm not just looking into the things happening in Guangxi. And also this kind of a case study can offer some kind of experience, can apply on the south country, the global south country. Okay, next one, please. So, as the work done before, this is going to be developed this kind of a research gap. So, this slide shows the specific gap more concentrically. The table on the screen lists the 5 recent studies on the elderly digital healthcare, mostly from the 2024 to 2025. So, study like I'm going to
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Study like the news and his colleague, like Lee and
Kosika, right?
I don't know, I think that thing
Kotska.
come from some kind of
Kotska.
Mediterranean area country.
Okay, that's alright.
Yeah,
This is Kotska.
Coast yeah. And have the important contributions. They identify the burials, device, and certification level, and their work invites us to explore one further dimension that lies beyond their focus, and how the time itself is rhythm, direction, and weighting structures becoming a context resource for the elderly patient with this compulsory systems. Okay. What does the study contribute? Showing as a wider clue is this temporal dimensions, not whether the elderly can access this kind of a system, but how their time is taken over once they are already inside. So just make it move forward. Basically, we're just not going to talk about the digital divide, digital gap, or this kind of a concept that they already been tested, been talking about, being researched about in recent years. We're just moving forward to the time, how they're just going to be consumed for this adaptation in the digital medic field. Next page, please. So we come to the theoretical framework. So my theoretical framework, we're just going to be basically follow the process acceleration theory, but I have make it some kind of a mainstream for it, and I also have the 2 side theoretical structure to support that one. So the core framework is Hubbard process social acceleration. Process argues that the modernity is shaped by the threefold acceleration. Institutions today can only sustain themselves through what they call dynamic stabilization.
Good.
So, meaning they need continued growth and acceleration by staying alive. This is a primary theoretical angle for my study. Okay, but process framework is also to do the micro level of providing the explanation. But process framework, while powerful, leaves 2 important questions unanswered. Now, which specific populations bear the cost of this acceleration, and through what kind of mechanism it is cost imposed. So to answer the first question, who bear the cost, who take the cost of this kind of a compulsory digitalization, I draw on the landscape tradition from the Barbara Allen and the recent work of the Veer and his colleagues. This tradition shows that elderly people are placed in distinctive temporal position within the layered institution environment, and their capacity to observe essentially impose time demands is limited. Okay, to answer the second question, how the cost is imposed, I draw on the head and Moynihan's administrative burden condition. This is show that the learning complaints and psychological costs are produced by the institution through the specific design choices. And these burdens are structured by design, not accidental. Okay, thank you. So it just always comes to the logic gap. Even this kind of strict traditions is in hand, the three questions remain unsolved, and when we apply them to a compulsory digital health care for the elderly people in Guangxi. So first, we bear the time cost. Timescape points at the elderly as the temporary variable group. It's inside to invent the extension into the Chinese context and into the role of the compulsory digitalization. So demand's evidence original framework did not directly adjust, but which her conceptual vocabulary supports. Second, through that mechanism that caused the impose, administrative burden of a general framework largely developed for the welfare states and interactions, its translation into the healthcare encounters within the hospital setting represents an open analytical frontier. Third, what it would cost to feel like and what it changed, the three traditions, even when combined, leave room for a more specific account of what elderly patients themselves describe when they are navigate the compulsory digital systems. Okay, the third question is when the present study makes its primary contribution. The concept of temporary appropriation is proposed as a way to address it. Next page, please. Thank you. So it just goes to the core concept, the temporal appropriation. This one is we're just going to be like trying to introduce to describe the other people we're just going to be used. Temporal appropriation is the core concept of this study, and it proposes a concept that extends roles as a social acceleration into the specific context of elderly patient compulsory digital health care. To definition, temporary appropriation refers to the uneven extraction of the time from the certain population by the institution through their design choices. The gain in the institution efficiency is converted into a time cost paid by this population. So three key features distinguish the temporal appropriation. First, compulsion. Time is not given voluntarily, and alternative have been taken away. Second, uneven flow. Time costs move from the weaker side to the strong side. And the third, the clear beneficiary institution clearly benefit. The time is not just wasted, it's just been taken. Next page, please. So this kind of a time of operation is just going to be like maybe they were just talking about this similar from the time tax, this kind of a concept from Lowry's research, but it also has some kind of different. This study is bounded along the 3 dimensions. Sorry. Sorry, I just go to the wrong page. The concept of the temporal appropriation is related to, but distinguished from Annie Lowry's 2021 idea of the time tax, which has been widely discussed in the public discourse. So there are 3 key differences. One is the beneficiary. Time tax leave the beneficiary unspecified. The time is described as a waste. So temporal appropriation makes the beneficiary identifiable, and institutions explicitly benefits. On domain, time tax focuses on the welfare and the social security. The temporal appropriation focuses on the healthcare and aging. On the theoretical link, the time tax is public discourse essay and not just theoretical embedded. So temporal appropriation in construct is theoretical grounded. It extends the roles of social acceleration into the early digital healthcare. So, finally talking about my research aim. This research proposes to investigate the elderly patients' experience of the compulsory smart hospitals and the internet hospitals system in tertiary hospital in Guangxi, China. The focus is now how their time is appropriate and what change happened in their lives. So the elderly patient's own perspective is taken as the starting point. Next page. Okay, scope of study. This study is bounded along with 3 dimensions. On time, I focus on the current deepening phase of the smart hospital construction, starting from 2023. The framework is planned to last around 6 to 8 months. On subject, the participants are elderly patients aged 65 and above, with directly experience encountering the smart hospital and the internet hospital system in tertiary hospitals, as include this kind of who use this system independently, and those who attend but discontinued, and those who rely on the family members for substitute operation. And this includes the design and intentional, because the category, those who rely on the family members often represent the most from the temporal appropriation. So where the time cost is shifted to the household, participant must be cognitively capable for giving informed consent and engaging in the interviews. So on the area, the study size is the tertiary hospital in Guangxi, and which is served microperson, right? Microperson of Chinese inland less developed regions. So it's just come to the main part, research questions and objective. So on the first one, the research aim is operationalized and through 3 research questions, each with one matching the research objective and and matching is strictly 1-to-1. So research question 1, which is going to be asked, according to the application, what are their experience of using smart hospitals and internet hospital system in tertiary hospital in Guangxi? Can I just going to be discuss with you proof about the new version of it? I just reorganize it again. Okay. So it isn't related to the research object. So the other one, which is going to be explore the early patient's general experience of using this kind of system in tertiary hospital in Guangxi. So it's more likely to be a well-known question to just try to identify what kind of people we're just going to be included. To match the objective is to explore this kind of a general experience. Sorry. Research question 2 is narrows down to the process. According to the early patients, how is the time appropriated in the process of using this system? The matching the objective is examining this process and is a central question of my study. So research question 3 asking about the change. So according to the early patient, what change can occur in their lives as a result of using this kind of system? And the matching objective is examine this perceived change. So it comes to the conceptual framework. This conceptual framework has 4 concepts that range for the 4 levels. So at the institutional level, the compulsory digitalization is a precondition under which everything else operated. In this study, it's operationalized as a compulsory smart hospital and the internet hospital system and tertiary hospital setting. So at the mechanism level, and this is called the temporal appropriation as the structural process through which the institution extends at the time, exact time. At the experience level, high institution burden, a concept that I propose in this study, that capture the combined learning, complaint, and psychological cost. It builds on the herd and Moynihan's 3 burdens category, and integrating them into a single high level. Okay, at the subjective level, constructive concern, also a concept that I proposed in this study that captured the subjective condition and sustain the appropriation, the patient's concern, but the concern is shaped by the wait, what's that? Of the alternatives. Research methodology. The paradigm of this study is proof. Should this part remain?
If you want to do adaptive research,
Yeah, this kind of claim should be remain there.
I'll comment on it.
Yeah.
Just continue.
Yeah, the paradigm of this study is adaptive qualitative research with a sensitizing concept, following by the Bloom. Okay, this research design is an inverted single case study following step and in. Where am I? Okay, the Guangxi tertiary hospital field is treated as a single empirical case. Tertiary hospitals are chosen because they are when smarter hospital and the internet hospital system are mostly fully developed, and where the compulsory of digitalization is most clearly experienced by patients. Multiple hospitals provide diversity, but they are not treated as separate cases. Not separate cases. Elderly patients serve as embedded units of analysis within this single case. So the sample is approximately 40 elderly patients, recruiting through the diversity stratified proposed sampling along 3 dimensions. One is the age stratum, and the digital skill level, and the system encounter time. So that is whether they are mostly use the system for the routine care or for complex care. In addition, a comparative dimension is included across the sample. Both elderly patients living alone and those who live in with the families are recruited. This allows the comparison of a family level temporal effects. This sampling aims at the maximum diversity coverage rather than the saturation within the Asian structure. Okay. For the data collection part, the data is collected through 2 methods. So the primary method is in-depth interview. Each interview lasts approximately 60 to 90 minutes, with the option to split into 2 sections for older and younger participants. The customer moved from the general healthcare experience to use of the smart hospital and international hospital systems, to the temporal experience, and finally to perceived changes in daily life. In addition, 8 to 10 follow-up interviews are conducted 3 to 6 weeks later with a subset of the original participant, and look at the longer-term effects. And the supporting method is non-participant observation. 6 to 8 observation sections are conducted per site, totaling in 20 to 30 hours. The focus is now tertiary hospital setting, where smart hospital systems are actively used. Registration desk, self-service closet, and online consultation areas, and electronic prescription pickup points. Data analysis. The analytical approach in predictive analysis and is operationalized in the studies through 3 interactive circles. First, interview transcripts and field notes are coded using the sensitizing concept as an initial probes. Second, anomalies and unaccepted pattern. Moments where the elderly patient's accounts do not fit the existing concepts are flagged for the further inquiry. And third, the concepts are revisited. Sorry, I said this. Revisited and revised against this anomalies. Anomalies? Yeah, sorry. Anomalies, sorry. Temporal appropriation in particular is treated as a provisional concept, is may be reshaped by how the elderly patients in Guangxi actually narrated their encounter with this system. The sensitizing concepts are used for temporal appropriation, compulsory digitalization, technological experience, change and inequality, and exploratory analytical point on the family level temporal spillover based on the elderly patient's own report. The study does not claim to measure the objective time transferred to the family members. Okay, slide 17, please. Trustworthiness and research personalities.
Personality, positionality.
Oh, positionality, sorry. I want to explicit about my positionality. I am a native of Guangxi and a member of my family have worked in the tertiary hospital system. And this inside position offers two advantages. First one is just going to be the field access through the existing network and the contextual understanding of how Chinese hospital system actually operate day by day. Yeah, by the way, when I was a child, I lived in the hospital residential area.
Oh, okay. Or the quarters, the doctor's quarters or something.
Yeah. So the residential is just in the area of the hospital.
Okay.
So I just I think every place is of the hospital is going to be my playground.
Okay.
So, but this position also creates a specific risk. I may have the tendency to read other patients' instructions through the institutional logic familiar from my family, and I may underestimate these structural composition the patients themselves experience. To address this risk, the study used the 5 strategies following the linked network, flexible general documenting the researchers involving relationship with the field, and a member reflection section inviting the participants to challenge my interpretation. Site separation, I will sample from the tertiary hospital where my family has no connection. Peer debriefing with the supervision and academic peers, and the off-site interview. The interviews are conducted in the spaces outside the hospital premises, and such as the community centers or the participant home, to reduce the institutional power asymmetry. So on ethics, recruitment is conducted through non-hospital channels, such as on community announcements or sensor activity centers, rather than through the researchers' family network. So this prevents the participant from misidentifying the researchers as a part of the hospital system. Informed consent will be obtained in the plain Mandarin with attention to the participants' literacy level.
Are you in the same slide or?
Yeah. Yeah, it's more in my speech. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's not.
Oh, I should point that. Where am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, field briefing, outside interviewing. outside the
Right.
okay, outside such as community centers or something like that.
The point about your standing is actually to point there.
Yeah.
It's not.
So I have to memorize all this and try to repeat and
Yeah. Or otherwise, what's the point you're standing there?
Okay, the recruitment is considered through non-hospital channels such as the community announcements and the senior activity centers. Okay. Rather than through the researchers' public work, and informed consent will be obtained in plain manner. Sometimes we face some kind of people can speak a little bit Cantonese too.
Can.
So with the attention to the participants' literacy levels, the right to restore and secure the handling are foundational commitments. Formal exit approval will be obtained before free work begins. Should be?
Okay. Okay. Continue.
No. We will discuss later.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Except the contribution.
I'm not talking about the content. I'm talking about the way you're presenting your work. Okay. Okay. Expect the contribution.
Expect the contribution, which is going to be divided into 3 parts. But I only show 2 parts. Wait, what? Wait, what? Just only 2? Okay, just 2 levels of the contribution. Used to be 3 levels, right? Okay, the theoretical contribution, which is going to be like a temporal operation, is proposed as a concept that extends the process social acceleration into the field of early digital healthcare. The concept is supported by the 10th graph and the administrative burden, which you have to specify with roles as level leaves open. And in addition, the study may also identify the family level mechanism of the temporal spillover.
Not sleepover. Is that right? Spillover.
Yeah.
If it's sleepover, it's teenagers
I know.
Together, they hang out together. pillow fights.
Sorry. Which extend the consent from the individual to the household level.
Oh my god.
Sounds like some sleepovers experience that.
I still intend to put the practical right here.
Alright, I can see that practical part, which is not the practical and the easiest thing. Okay.
So actually, I have to clarify that just because in our Chinese writing, and just because mostly also
Are you talking about wedding presentation?
writing,
Oh,
Writing.
not writing, writing. Okay, just apply for the some kind of. We have the form of the project we apply. We also have the the blank,
Yeah.
which is a practical contribution. So that's becoming some kind of the habit we remain to use it. So I know. I may cover that. The policy contribution. The study can provide the evidence for policy discussions on the preserving the non-digital service channels. Okay, and on the designing healthcare digitalization is in age-friendly ways. And the finding may also inform the practical decisions at the hospital level. So potentially include the redesign of the self-service kiosk. Yeah.
It's okay, but you get the pronunciation.
Yeah. Registration interface is and notification system to be more compatible with early patients' temporal needs.
Next page, please.
That's the reference, which is for, yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question and discussions. I'm most welcome.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Eugene Liu. You have really laid out a much more extensive proposal this time, right? So there is more for us to understand and comment and improve, which I think is excellent, right? So we have a discussion all the way from KL. I want to say Austria, but you know.
I'm supposed to use them.
Yeah, I should say Austria there, but yeah.
Yes, but I'll be flying back tonight.
Yesterday we have a speaker who can speak German because he got his PhD from Dartmouth University in North
Nice.
Westphalia.
Dortmund, yeah.
Northern Westphalian, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
You're familiar with that university? Kind of?
Yes.
Okay. I turn on the microphone.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Thank you. So Chloe will be giving her take, response to the presentation just now. So Chloe, please proceed. We will definitely do your comments as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Is the echo gone? Can you guys hear me clearly? Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, first and foremost, thank you very much, Eugene, for your presentation, and congratulations on the state of the art you have with your research. As Professor said, it's clear that you have dealt a great deal with your research, and the depth is there. It's much more extensive, and I think it has changed in optics, but also in depth quite a lot since last time. A few things, main things that I found. I think the current title you have on the very first slide,
Title.
I think it's more centered on the main concept you actually highlight, which is the time appropriation, and also by the course of the amount of times you repeat that, it's clear this is your main concept that you want to discuss. Another thing that I've noticed is more of a stylistic thing, and again, maybe this is not your final version that you're gonna present this with, but I think a few of the slides, just stylistically, are maybe a bit dense. So yeah, you could definitely shorten a few of the slides. I think the research problem one especially, and then also the trustworthiness one, which is one that I particularly liked. I think it was very good. And you talked very honestly about, how you establish trust and how you would conduct it. So the content is very good. Just how it is looking is maybe a bit dense. So sometimes making bullet points works better than, let's say, longer sentences, and doing this more like an abstract essay style. But this is just a suggestion. Another thing that I found is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but to me it was rather new, is your inclusion of the time tax concept, which I found interesting, especially because you immediately put it in comparison with your time appropriation concept. I think from the slides, it is relatively clear what the difference is because you put it in like several dimensions, but maybe it could help the audience if you could put one like empirical example of like, oh, this is time tax and this would be temporal appropriation. So I think that could make things even clearer.
Okay.
But like, let me maybe like ask you directly, like, how would you phrase the difference between those two?
Phrase, you mean?
Did you get the question now, Eugene?
Sorry, I didn't catch it.
the difference between time tax, which it was a new concept that you introduced.
Yeah,
I believe so too.
yeah.
And perhaps Chloe, can you repeat the question?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it, sorry.
Eugene didn't catch it.
What?
Eugene, can you? No, Eugene. Chloe, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't
time
catch
tax. But time tax is
it. The
not.
time tax and,
Different concept of
yeah, just because I do the comparison.
that is why.
The connection seems stuck.
Oh no, she's muted.
Freeze.
Hanif.
She seems stuck. Her connection.
Freeze
Oh,
up.
connection stuck. Oh, okay.
Freeze tadi.
Oh, frozen.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There was some temporal distortion just now.
Hello.
Oh, now okay. Now it's fine. Now it's fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Are we connected again?
Didn't catch you.
Repeat your question.
Sorry. Please repeat the question about the time tax and the time appropriation, that part. Could you please close?
She's not hear you.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Chloe?
No.
Can you hear us?
听不见。No here.
Huh? Cannot hear us.
I think connection. See now stuck.
Thanh Tô Mồ. Thank using my calculator. Thank for using my calculator.
他说话我们能听见，你说话他听不见。
那我被 mute 了。
Oh, okay. We cannot hear you. Can you hear us?
So by the way, is it? And I have to clarify. Is she just talking about the comparison between the
Time
time
tax and
time appropriation,
Time appropriation.
the concept that I use.
yes. Now, can you hear us now, Chloe?
他应该是那个，他电脑设置了把他的那个听位关闭了吧？
不懂。
Connection, yeah.
I think just because of the connection, maybe.
Is the connection okay again?
Okay,
Hello.
now it's fine.
Sorry, Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I don't know what happened.
So you
Not
didn't
sure.
go ahead. You want to ask?
Can you speak Chloe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, I didn't catch up with your question. May I suppose that you were just asking the comparison between the time tax and the concept I use as the temporal appropriation, or just going to be saying this slides didn't show the exactly different between the two concepts, or just asking me to give some kind of a example to explanation or describe this kind of a different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Explain.
Okay.
Is it the?
Okay. I reply one by one. I think that's a three questions, right?
Yeah, just answer that. Yeah.
Okay. So this kind of a time tax, we're just going to be like as said previously, I have told in my research in the slides, it has some like three key difference. One, beneficially, the time tax leave the beneficially unspecific. The time is described as wasted, but the time is not being wasted. Nobody wasting in the time in this kind of in the situation I described. So the time which is going to be like a transferred, being like appropriate from the animation. Sorry, I try to move my tongue frequently, so it's not just going to be non-start. The first one is just going to be about waste of the time, and second, the 10 taxes will just focus on the welfare and social security, and just using this kind of I just used some kind of you could say this kind of a similar concept that I'm just going to be used specific on the healthcare and the aging. I mean the temporal operation, the concept that I use. So the text is more likely to be some kind of a public discourse, essays, or things I maybe talked about. So temporal appropriation is more likely to be like a theoretical grounded to what I use. So also I think that that's just going to be the point that I didn't show in the slides, which is going to be I didn't use some kind of a form to place the difference between them. So that would just make it more clear for people to understand the difference between the 10 tax and why I don't use the 10 tax to apply to in my research. Okay, I don't think that we just answer this kind of question. Sorry.
You have further questions or further comments, Chloe?
Yeah, thank you for clarifying. I mean, yeah, everything on that slide was very concise already. I think just the example of maybe like an empirical example of
you mean the
time tax.
Example, yeah. Sorry.
But it's clear overall. Maybe something else that I found in the presentation that was interesting was you had different concepts, two of them that were proposed. Maybe you can go back to that one slide, because it looked like you proposed two additional concepts, if that makes sense. Maybe you can say something about that. Let me find that slide.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the conceptual framework.
Consumption framework, right?
For the hybrid institutional burden, and then also the constrained consent, you wrote proposed.
Yeah.
Does that mean those are like concepts that you're proposing also, and are these like developed based on existing literature, or?
It is mostly developing from the literature. Yeah, you mentioned it's right. So I will have to be very clear and very sensitive and very conscious, cautious about the expression. Right. You're right. Maybe I just consider just deleted the proposed things. Yeah.
That's okay. You're responding. I'll come back with Continue.
Continue, please.
Yeah, and then in terms of the scope of your methodology, I think that one's pretty clear and good in terms of the improvements on what the interview setting would look like. I think it's a lot more distinct now. A question that I would have, or I could imagine maybe the committee making, is when you describe smart hospital and internet hospital applications, maybe they would want to know which ones exactly. Like, is it like one is like the self check-in? Is it also an app? Is it an app that is like applicable to all tertiary hospitals, or is it one that is just for the specific hospital? But that is just more of a side comment that I have.
Clearly, you're asking a very critical question about this kind of research. And just because, yes, I have found that there's a really complicated, just because we are living in a different situation, a different area, the digital hospital and internet hospital are just usually describe different things in different countries, different area. I also found it very interesting for when I show the applications in my cell phones, with some kind of a Chinese digital hospital and internet hospital. We're just going with sometimes in Chinese daily use, we just combine them together. So it is going to be one thing, one application. But it's just going to be very different from the Malaysian and the Indonesian, but mostly I don't have the experience to having this kind of a digital hospital experience in Europe. So it's totally different. So I think it could be some kind of a positive thing. I show the image of the digital application, a digital hospital application in my PowerPoint, or maybe I just going to be like give some kind of a PowerPoint slides to explain what it could be like, what it is, what is the function, and what to solve some kind of issues or meet some patients' demands. So to give it some kind of a clear explanation to the people who are familiar with the Chinese mainland digital medic experience is very important. So should I edit some slides in the PowerPoint to show the digital hospital and the internet hospital, the applications, the UI design,
the apps you mean?
Yeah.
You could do it at the appendix if you want to, depending.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, you're asking very important question.
Yeah.
Just because I was building my research just on some kind of a Chinese field based on, but also I'm doing the PhD right here. What I present to the committee, I do have the duty to explain what kind of these things could be like in the Chinese in China.
In China, yeah.
Overview.
Yeah, we do have something like
The background.
since COVID, we have something as background.
In the background,
Yeah.
I should explain it.
You could do that. You should do that.
Thanks, Chloe.
Yeah. Any more suggestions or comments, Chloe? Those are good points you raised there.
No, I think those are like my concluding comments. Those are the main things that I noticed. But as I said, overall, it's a very thorough research, and I think it's ripe to be presented, and good work, really.
All right, thank you, Chloe.
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. So what those are? Yeah, it sounds like Chloe. You make a good discussant and examiner there.
Dankeschön.
You're ready.
Thank you, Dankeschön.
多謝，唔該晒。
多謝。
唔該晒。
唔好意思。
So maybe in German should I say Dankeschön?
Oh, I thought you speaking Cantonese.
Danke, ja.
I'm using Cantonese. Yeah.
Kein Problem, gerne.
How would you say thank you in German?
The simplest one is Danke. And then you have like,
yes.
yeah. Then you have like vielen Dank. It's like thank you very much.
Vielen Dank.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Dankeschön.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday we it would be nice if yesterday you came enjoy our seminar yesterday because we have a German graduate that's called who is also the dean in Jakarta in foreign policy. Okay. Anyone has any other feedback, or I will come in and give my comments now.
Madam Chair,
No.
I know you want.
Dynamite presentation.
Yeah, I was Eugene.
Yeah.
I was hoping to to have something much more dynamite type of presentation. Right. Yes, that's a suggestion for you then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like Izaro's presentation is Uzi machine gun presentation. Yeah, amen.
Some machine.
Not nuclear, it's machine gun.
like the Uzi. The
Uzi, the Israeli.
The submachine gun, right?
Yeah, the Israeli machine gun. Yeah, that's Uzi, Israeli machine gun. So there are certain. So yours was. There was not any bombing just now, Yeah, there's no bombing at all.
The progress is bombing.
Huh? The progress. I was hoping for some dynamite there
From the previous slide, this is dynamite.
What is that? Dynamic? Yeah. Yes. His presentation has been always dynamic. This is more static, which is good as far as title is concerned. But the presentation is. I was hoping more dynamite, more explosions. Yeah. More action. Yeah. This is a drama, melodrama.
I see. I was just going to enhance my performance.
Yeah. In China, I think like you, too young, you also know Chinese drama. Chinese drama. But Chinese drama is slightly different from Indonesian cinetron or Latin American. Chinese drama usually have romance, and then you have martial arts in it, right? But it's not melodramatic, right? It's not melodrama.
Depend on your channel.
Chinese drama.
Different.
Chinese drama is right.
My mother, my husband watching Chinese drama in Facebook.
Facebook.
No Chinese.
And
no
also
Facebook.
YouTube.
Chinese no Facebook.
But the videos shared in the Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't know,
So
A lot of video.
A lot of Chinese video is
Then
Facebook.
the story said,
Telegram as well.
Telegram as well. Telegram has a lot of illegal stuff.
Facebook 没有啊。
the story said it is sinetron in Indonesia.
Same
somehow.
okay.
进不了吗？
不能啊。
The one I'm watching is from Netflix and all that, right?
Kita punya slogan kayak CEO yang menyamar. Jadi ceritanya tentang CEO yang menyamar aja kebanyakan. Macam sinetron
So
Indonesia.
they tailor it to the Indonesian audience.
Such as Indonesia.
So the taste of the Indonesian taste.
Yeah.
So it becomes like very sinetron type. Okay. Melodramatic as well. But Malaysians like what to watch Indonesian sinetron, that right? Malaysians like Indonesian sinetron. Movies and they like it. So there's no issue with that one. Yeah. But I have seen some Chinese
Really?
Chinese series, the 100 over series episode. Okay, Eugene.
Yep.
So you make it much more like Chinese martial arts episodes, There's good opening, there's some drama in it, some romance, some takeover, and then the prince run away, and the prince go and learn some kung fu from some sifu, right? And then they come back stronger, revenge, right? Take over become the king again. That's the storyline, the Chinese storyline, right?
You mean some kind of a particularly martial arts movie in Hong Kong produced by the South brother.
The Shaw brother, yeah.
Okay.
But no, the Chinese movie, if it's martial arts, it's usually somebody get defeated, they go to the jungle, to go to the mountain, go to Shaolin and then they go and learn some Wukong, and then come back, right?
Okay.
And they fight with somebody, and then they become stronger. Yeah, that's a general Chinese storyline. You were defeated, you become strong, you come back and you win. You fight and you win. Right, the success story. Right, that's a Chinese success story. You learn, you become strong, you win. Right.
Malaysia,
Malaysia is different. Malaysia has that kind of thing, but we are similar to Indonesia, but Indonesia is much more
More patient.
we'll go up and down, drama. But Malaysia has the same spirit, but it's slightly different. But now there's more into martial arts thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Eugene.
Yeah, so how to make it more dynamic?
All right, I'm going to get to that point because Chloe point about your slides being dense, right? A lot of words there. It's hard to follow, Eugene.
Yeah.
It's hard to follow, right?
So I just
Small.
It's hard to follow. So you already know your stuff, right? So you want to be able to communicate and explain rather than read, right? You are not reading the PowerPoint. You're explaining and communicating to the audience.
Yeah.
Right. So have that. Since you do not, we all have language problems because we are not native speakers. Right. I don't know about Chloe, but we are. Most of us are. All of us are not native speakers, right? Of English. So we all have our challenges speaking English. But you are definitely above average, so you can communicate and explain, right? So use that strength, right?
Yeah.
To communicate and explain. So does like Pizarro as well, right? Pizarro doesn't have problem with confidence in he just take out his machine gun and shoot. That's Pizarro's method.
Bombardier.
Huh?
Bombardier.
Yeah, that's Pizarro's method. Now, so you do want to revise the slides. We will get to that point. But I want to go to the more substantive part here, which is the point about time appropriation, time appropriated. You even have the title time appropriated. So let's get to that essence of your work, right? And it is not easy to understand. Right? Even that phrase, time appropriated, what does it mean? Right? A lot of people do not understand, even any lecturers, including myself, would have to think a lot more about this concept, this construct, time appropriated.
Yeah.
So maybe at least the title, you can call it the appropriation of time. Right, instead of time appropriated. Appropriation of time. That sounds more accessible for people to grasp, to digest. Right, how time is being appropriated. Right.
Yeah.
Even the word appropriated, many people might have they might struggle a bit with the concept of appropriating time.
Yeah.
Right, so the appropriation of time, that is much more accessible.
May I also sue some kind of vocabulary explaining how this kind of words about being used in my research, and just because this appropriation is going to be more likely to have some similar use and research in the psychology and city planning.
Yes and no. Okay. Where is the yes? Where is the no? Right. The yes is in your text. The no is in your presentation.
Okay.
You do not want to have lengthy presentation with a lot of words in it, right?
That's right.
You want to be able to convey the idea more succinctly, more briefly, and also with higher level clarity.
Yeah.
So how do people use time, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like this. The old people, they might, or the person with disability, they want to grab food. It's like, they take forever to eat, for instance, right?
So what my focus is even not how people using their time using this kind of perseverance, it's going to be designed as being taken to their time. The using of time will just going to be forced, or their agency will be taken.
That's right. And then, which is, I think, that is the beauty, the strength, the power of your work, right? Between where the time has been stolen, so to say, right?
Yeah,
That time tax there, right?
But sometimes stolen is not academic. It's
not academic, but that would be another way to conceptualize it. Being stolen, being taken away, right? But by design.
That's right.
And they get blamed for it.
Yeah.
They get blamed for it.
Yeah.
Right. They get blamed for it because it's your fault. You do not know how to do. It's your fault. Basically, the transferring. That's the problem statement you want to convey to.
Yeah.
Right. Just like what you just explained to me just now. Right.
Yeah.
So it's not just how they experience stuff, but how the system, the environment has been designed so that the time that was given to them was taken up.
Yeah.
And being shaped differently, right? And time can also, it's not just quantity, right? The quality of time as well, right? Moments, right? So we are not just talking about 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. There are also joyful moments, meaningful moments, relief moments. Right?
So it's more likely to be describe the time with the objective and subjective.
Subjective too, yes.
Subjective time, we're just going to be the time we measure, 1 minute, 10 minutes,
objective,
1 hour.
That's objective time.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. You have good hair. Don't do that to your brain. You keep on doing it. Something will happen to your brain.
It's okay. I just enhance the blood recycle.
Yeah. Lymphatic system there, right? Okay. Wow, Zeus.
Why you buy?
By the way, Zeus, I think that they have the similar feature design, the visual design with the Luckin coffee.
Oh yeah.
Luckin coffee, which is going to be introduced from China, but Zeus is a Malaysian, the Nusantara original created brand.
Okay. I don't know the other one. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to that one.
Yeah.
Because there are quite a number of things. Because you lay up a lot of things in your work. Yeah. So I do one, and then after commenting on you, I want to just have some follow up with Pizarro as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Prof. Saya agak sulit mengikuti penelitiannya. Ini maksudnya efisiensi waktu kan? Tapi ternyata tidak efisien gitu.
No, it's not about time efficiency. It's more than that. It's how time has been experienced, but also how the time as a space, the temporal time, is been designed in a context that they do not experience the way they experienced before. And efficiency is one, meaning last time it might take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, but now it's taking 2 hours. That's one aspect, right? But there's also another aspect. The level of difficulty is another one. The sense of I am in control of my time, now I'm not in control of my time. It's an alienation of self vis-a-vis time, right? Now I have to depend on somebody to help me to do this. And this one, for that person, for my nephew or my son or my grandson, only take 5 minutes. I take 50 minutes, I still cannot get it, right? So these are all about the temporal constructs. It's kind of a sociology of time.
Yeah.
He said it is appropriate.
Appropriation meaning the usage, the distribution, the allotment, that's what. So the word appropriation, a lot of people find it hard to interpret as well.
That's right.
So it's like, okay, imagine this, love appropriation. How do I appropriate my love to the sons and the daughters? Can you imagine that now? How do I give my love? I might give my love to the smart one. How do I give my love? To the not so smart one, how do I give it? To the naughty one, how do I give my love? To the obedient one, how do I give my love? Right? So, how I give my love, the giving of love, but this is the giving of time and the experiencing of time. Right? But to replace the word love with time. You get my point now, right? So for instance, the naughty son will get more time and love and attention than the obedient daughter. Right? The obedient daughter usually doesn't get much attention, usually, but not all cases, right? But the naughty son, the one he, the earns, that's the one that gets a lot of attention. But the obedient daughter, right? The Nia, very obedient, very good. They don't have to spend a lot of time.
So in China, we have some kind of a phrase to say, 会哭的孩子有奶吃. Some kids, which is they good at crying.
Yeah.
They get more milk.
Yeah. Or in the English is the squeaky oil. The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yeah, that's right.
Which means roda yang berbunyi akan mendapat minyak.
This kind of concept are also using in public management, and that's because we are just going to be like comparing like two different regions, their administration burden and their efficiency of the government. Like some places, we're just going to be like getting more policy, like financial support, like some kind of a tax refund support. And just because these places are leaving, some people are just there to marching on the street to protest the government. But somehow, some places, the citizens do not do anything. They can be tolerated to do anything.
Yeah.
So they were just not caught, just getting some kind of attention by the government, the central government.
So the doctor said, "You don't spend time with me."
Yeah.
Right. Or I don't get much love. These are the different words, right? But that is so I do not get enough loving time. Right? There's another way to interpret this. Love is whatever action is usually given in the context of time. Right? So Eugene is focusing on the time aspect of it. So whatever the quality of the actions or the meaning is seen is being contextualized in time. Which is not easy to interpret. But it's very sociological in the sense that I'm going to get back to this one. Right? I do not want to run away from your. Otherwise, we go too far from it. So we are talking about. We also are talking about. I was making points now. Where is it? Where's the point? Okay. Taylorism, right? Whole factory was designed to manage time of the labor and to extract maximum time of the labor. You do what? Okay, I pass this to you, you do this. Only 3 seconds, and the thing keeps on moving. Assembly, right? If you're late, you're not good because the next one will come, and then the next one will come, then the next one will come. See? I'm managing his time, I'm managing the labor's time. And then it goes to you. Your job is to school. Your job is to school. And you let school, right? So I'm managing your time. It's Taylorism. Yeah, it's called Taylorism, right? So Frederick Taylor is a whole theory in.
So maybe in Rosas, we just describe it as kind of more likely to be not just about the time. It's just about the wisdom, the temple.
Yes, yes, yes. So, this is, but we are taking this idea to a different social dynamics, right?
Yeah.
The idea of time in a different social dynamics.
Yeah.
So, if the Taylorism was talking about how capitalism appropriate time
Yeah.
and manage time through assembly line, right?
Yeah.
This is
We're just talking about the Taylor's management.
Taylorism, Frederick Taylor.
He just do the 3 tasks, right?
Yeah, that's Adam Smith. Adam Smith talked about the P or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's Taylorism. So Taylorism is that you specialize on certain things.
Yeah.
Just doing this.
Just doing this. And this is classic Marxism argument against labor exploitation, right?
Yeah.
So you take away all the 4 or 5 types of alienation, right? The alienation of meaning to the product, relation between labor and all that, right?
Yeah.
So this, right, it's a classic thing again.
We're talking about the same thing.
Right? Okay. But here we're talking about time.
Yeah.
And the social dynamics or the social context is the elderly patients, right? The very vulnerable group, right? Very vulnerable group, right? What's elderly patients in Chinese?
老年病人啊。
老年病人 ，OK 老年病人。
但是他不是老年病人，他是老年病人。
老年病人。
Yeah, just because if we're just going to be like saying, just going to be 2 different words, 2 different meaning.
Oh, elderly 老年病人。
老年病人 just means some people have the aging problem. Aging problem could be a very widely inclusion. Not aging problem. More precisely to describe the time, they are aged patient.
Okay, so that is the part that you want to be able to communicate. See, Joanne is a sociologist, right?
Yeah.
So even Joanne, a sociologist who is teaching sociology,
cannot
need to understand this one. So
I have to explain.
That's why.
That's why I said this is not an easy concept to convey, right?
Yeah.
And you're using a term that is also not easy for people to understand because they seldom hear it. I seldom hear it too, right? This is your case is almost like Mutadi's case. Mutadi, I told Mutadi, you're doing a very tough research, right? I was really concerned about this because he's doing about Iran, he's doing about Shia, he's talking using retroductive research some more over how many 100 years, okay, this is like very, very tough research too. But alhamdulillah, he did well. He got number 2, and only the supervisor looked at it, so he come up with something really good. So I'm saying that this is not easy for people to understand.
Overview is very important.
So the problem statement here, you need to capture it well. Make a note there. Are you making a note where?
Recording now.
I mean, you have to transcribe everything. So next time, have a notebook and write. It's easier, The paper, we look at paper, I use a book next time. I know. I know.
I just cannot remember last time. You use a pen to write down the words.
There's a power of pen and
okay, I just
Chinese say
好记性不如烂笔头。
怎样说？
好记性不如烂笔头。
好记性
不如烂笔头。
Just good memory can compare with your handwriting.
Oh, that's a good one, good. 等下写给我的是成语啊。谚语。
好记性不如烂笔头。好记性不如烂笔头。
烂笔头 ，OK， 烂笔是
笔就是笔，
这是笔，我这是这笔。
烂笔头笔头。
烂是什么意思呢？烂
那就随写。
Bad words.
哦，烂，OK， OK，等下写给我，送去我们的 supervision 给工作者。
Oh my god, supervision many language.
No, this is local wisdom, you know.
Just embrace the diversity of the world.
Yeah, and local wisdom. The Chinese saying is a good memory cannot replace scribbling by the pen.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, I'll open a Word file.
You remember file? You said book like that. I have a book like this.
Okay.
Right. Use it. Mahathir uses a book like this. Okay. And by the way, I also have the.
Listen first.
This is also all have
Don't cut.
duct tape here too. I have duct tape too.
I didn't cover.
Okay. So make note of what I'm saying there.
Yeah.
Okay, make note. So the problem statement is to be clear.
Yeah.
You need to explain what time, appropriation of time, right? Don't say time appropriated. Say appropriation of time. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying it conveys better to people what deciding the appropriation of time. The problem statement must be clear, and you need to stand there and explain.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to come up with a good example of how what do you mean by appropriation of time? Example, right?
Okay.
Example people can capture immediately, right? That's why in the Quran there's a lot of stories, examples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to. All right. I got to say this, Eugene.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have words on the slides, make sure you can pronounce the words. Right? Do not have words that you cannot pronounce or you haven't practiced pronouncing it. Okay? Stabilization, normally, whatever else. Even the word phase, deepening just now, right? Go through. So that's true for all of you, by the way. Just go through, your presentation slides. So you use use the Google thing. Let the Google read it, and you hear how the Google pronounces. Right? Because all our pronunciation is wrong, because we are not native English, right? Again, I do not know about Chloe, but all of us, right?
Yep.
Not just Tu Yang, everyone, not just Lanbin, me. My pronunciation is not accurate too, right? So Malaysians usually do not pronounce the T at the end there, right? Or you say T, we seldom pronounce the word T there. Right? Indonesian pronounce R more. Malaysians don't pronounce R that much, right? So so you say water more. We Malaysian will say water. That's the R. The R is disappeared there, right?
No, we don't have to.
So go through, Eugene.
Yep.
Your slides. You go through again and again and again. Listen to the Google pronunciation of the words. Same with you, Tu Yang. You listen to Google or whatever else. I don't know what text to speech. What Google can do that. Google can do that, right?
Right now, then Google will say.
Just put the speech thing, right? And Google will read it. So listen to it because that's more accurate. Although that's usually American, but you can choose to British to
English UK.
So, by the way, can I ask you a little question?
Yes.
The committee would prefer the American or English?
English.
It's okay lah.
English, usually English, but American is it English? UK English, right?
Yeah.
So I can't do this, and you don't use I can't do this.
Yeah. I usually use I can.
I can't. So the thing about I can't do this, I can't do this is something the same. Also same.
Yeah. You would just get confused just because you cannot, you didn't receive the note.
Yeah, but then the Americans, the T in American is 80, 20.
80-20.
The T becomes a D in American accent in certain words, for certain words. So, but usually it doesn't matter English, American or UK.
No
as
matter
long as you pronounce it, it's fine.
No matter what it comes to accent,
sometimes it sounds weird when the Malaysian wants to use American accent or you use British accent. It's like, Apa lah, you say what the word? Just speak like a Malaysian lah. You say like that, you know. But you're trying to be like American, trying to be like English.
Letter from London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Something
you.
for you, could be help you to memorize the 好记性不烂笔头。
好记性不如
烂笔头。
烂笔头。
Yeah.
头啊。
Yeah.
OK。是简体字，我学的是
繁体啊。
哦，
那我来吧。
我给你简体啊，
我
大部分我能读能写。
我给他写太偏了。
So when I learn the old Chinese writing. This is the new simplified Chinese writing.
Okay.
But he has the Fanyin, so I can see this is the Fanyin, the Romanized. The Fanyin.
翻译
这个叫什么呢？
拼音啦。
拼音啊。
Di sini tak ajari aksara.
So Melayu
Yeah.
language 也是拼音嘛。
拼音啊。
DU 哎，dua
Yeah.
DU 哎，dua
Just speak on.
saya saya.
It's a Greek Roman spelling system.
Malay is easier than English, right? 比较容易学。
容易啊，跟偏是一样的。
还有它的 grammar 是跟华语是一样的。There's no I have gone, I will go, she goes, no. Yeah, she will go, she will go tomorrow. So grammar is the same as Chinese. Exactly the same. Not okay, coming back this one.
Make sure every pronounce right.
Yeah. It's not especially, maybe when you have the slides, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise they say this guy is not prepared, right?
Yeah.
Right? Even worse if they say this is AI prepared, it's even worse. You don't want that to happen, right? The other day, 2 days ago, I have a presentation. I was prepared in English, but they say they have one in Bahasa Indonesia. So I use AI to translate. So I'm not sure what those words are, but I can pronounce the word. I don't know what the words are, but it sounds weird. Anyways. That's very important because you don't have the problem of English speaking and all that. So do it. Right? Stand, explain, communicate.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to your. So this research problem. Redo it. Highlight that point. Right? You can use AI to write.
Also have some kind of a change of my research problem.
But I tell you what. You tell your AI how do I best explain appropriation of time in my research problem. Especially in the context of elderly patients.
Yeah.
Let AI tell you because you already understand, right?
Yeah.
And then you rewrite it in your own words, whatever, right? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's okay. But this is because this is the first stage. In your slides, okay. But I will tell you where you should not be using AI, right? Afterwards. Okay, let's go to your theoretical
framework, right?
So this has relevance to you also, Pizarro, theoretical framework, because you also have that title theoretical framework, right? So when we say theoretical framework, usually the committee, the examiners, the lecturers will think a framework. Like that, there's arrow, some visual, not just a list of things, a list of constructs. They would think that way.
Yeah.
So, I tell you what, don't call it framework, call it theories, relevant theories and literatures, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So, and by the way, you're doing abductive research. You do not have a framework.
Yeah,
Abductive research doesn't begin with a framework.
Yeah.
Right? You can say relevant theories. But in your case, you can use the word framework, but then you do not have framework at the beginning, right? You go listing down, I think 4 or 5 in there, just say relevant theories and literature, something like that, right? The studies, whatever.
The result may be a framework.
Yeah, at the end you have framework, you can do that. But not at the beginning, right? So that's one of the points I want to highlight about here, because I'm not sure I told you yesterday. Alhamdulillah, I can remember things, what give me that memory. But then, memory alone cannot fight the strength of fighting. Yeah. for meaning. Oh, thank you. No matter how good one's memory is, it is less reliable than writing down. There, good point. It emphasizes that written records are firmer and more enduring than mere mental memorization. This is in Islam. I'm not preaching by Islam. I know people talk about the first word is read, iqra, right?
Yeah.
But Islam has another tradition, writing. So in Islam, we say when you borrow money, right, make sure you write, even though the person is your relative. Sunnah. When you borrow money, make sure you write. So financial transactions, written transaction is to be written. The strength of Quran it was written, right? So it's not contested. It's just memorization, which was happening until the second or third Khalifah, because it's written. And so the strength of writing is actually an important skill, an important sunnah actually. Okay, coming back to this one. Rosa was talking about the triple
acceleration.
Yeah. That's another thing. It's like too small and all that. I was using my glasses and all that.
Yeah.
Read, so I cannot. You got to make it bigger, Eugene. Yeah. So that.
Yeah.
And like Chloe was saying, students, and it's not good for presentation. It's not good for people. You don't want the examiners or evaluators to go like
That's strategy.
Huh?
Reduce the questions from the exam.
That is coming from stupidity point of view.
No. I
Deception and all that.
I choose
You want to use clarity. And I want to be clear about this. You want to be clear this. Don't use that strategy.
Strategy of Eugene.
No, it's not my strategy. Actually, you misunderstanding, Jan. Just because I cannot put that much things
was joking
in 20 slides. So if I just get it bigger, or just going to be 40 slides.
I was joking. Because they strain, and then the negative energy will come out. You want to put this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. That's what does this you see there's threefold acceleration. What does that mean?
So acceleration is based on the world as an idea. We're just going to be institutional acceleration, technology acceleration, and what else?
Yeah. The third one. So one is administrative acceleration. The second one is technological.
Technological is 生活世界的加速。
Okay, you need to explain because I want to understand because this is a good point. Yeah.
Sorry.
I.
Because this has
No. I haven't written it in my.
This is another aspect that Joanne is asking, and which is another aspect that is very relevant because appropriation of time has to do. Rosa's point of view, Rosa's point of view is about how time is being accelerated to them. So they have to work fast.
The tempo, the reason, the life of the life.
Of life.
Yeah.
Acceleration of life.
Daily life lah.
Daily life. Okay. Yeah.
Just the tempo lah.
Yeah. The tempo. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually, I just always have this kind of really confused about the 节奏 should be translated or should be original translated into the rhythm.
Rhythm is actually even more not just beautiful but more powerful or more
precise.
Yeah, more precise, more descriptive.
Yeah.
Because tempo has to do with.
Yeah.
That's tempo.
Yeah.
Rhythm can be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the English words are translated. The Rosa's
Tarian apa itu? Tarian Minang tapi apa kan? What do you call it? Tarian Minang you sitting down and dancing. Minang has a
Piring, tari piring.
they sit down and they do serang.
Oh,
You mean
Over
the,
here we call it Minang.
that thing, right?
No, anyway, it's okay.
No, no,
So
Alvin.
rhythm is not just about tempo, because rhythm maybe they say there's a fast rhythm, small
Yeah,
rhythm,
yeah.
and then there's rhythm of life. We go out, enjoy slow living, and then you come in, you rest. That's not about tempo. There's a rhythm.
So in Rosa's idea, this kind of a reason of the life, the people with their life, which is more likely you have a daily routine.
Yes.
It is going to be like an inspiration in the very fast rhythm.
Yes.
And you have to follow this kind of a reason to
Yes.
manage all of your kind of individual life.
Yes. So this is very important, which you'll be using later on as sensitizing concepts.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
There's those three things you can use it as sensitizing concepts.
Yeah.
It's abductive research, right? So use those things that how does it affect your rhythm in life? And then you use that word. I don't know. You got to translate to Chinese, of course. What's rhythm in Chinese?
Reason means 节奏.
节奏.
Yeah. So 节奏 in Chinese language is always like this. Sometimes you can translate it into different English words.
Yes, sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot, yeah. But you want to use the correct Chinese word, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Use this one, explain it, right? And this is actually, you can incorporate this in your problem statement,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. I just directly using about the Rosa's idea to apply on asking the question about to the subject is.
I will come to that one. I will come to that one. Very important question you have that one.
Yeah.
Right? So you understand this one, I just want to say, because I never delved into this literature, but I like it because I taught the first course of future studies in USM, so the future studies did not look at this idea of time appropriation that much. So this is another aspect, but there are sociologists and future studies.
By the way, it's post-Marxism.
Post-Marxist.
Yeah.
Post or
Post.
Neo?
Post.
Neo.
Wait.
Neo-Marxist.
Neo-Marxism.
Neo-Marxism. Oh, it's interesting. I never is it so warm today. Again, that's one. Okay.
74.
Oh, 24. Okay. It's supposed to be okay, but then I ate like half tub of Baskin Robbins.
Wait, but I think Rosa never claimed that there's a new Marxism. It's more likely to follow the scholarship, the tradition of the social criticism.
Social?
Social criticism.
Social
Criticism.
criticism. Oh, so it's a critical theory, then?
Yeah.
Critical tend to be left as well, but not all critical theories are Marxist or neo-Marxist. Feminism is also a critical theory.
Feminism is a very good way to.
Yes, there's also critical theories. Okay. I will come to another part to your study. Which I want to relate, but this one I'm jumping the gun a bit. Right. Which has to do. Remember, you told me last time you cannot or do not or have not obtain or connect to the indigenous wisdom, knowledge, and all that, right? Okay. However, in your interview, right, if you capture the words of this elderly, that
so I can replace the time appropriate.
You can expand, replace, change, transform, challenge, right? And reconstruct a different framework of time. Right? And that makes a sociology of time. So that is to be powerful, that will be original. Right? Because it's coming from the social actors themselves. Right? And Chinese words. Chinese mean very good indigenous construct, by the way. They're either like, it's turned into books, right? Guanxi, and then turned into Guanxi is turned into what? The Chinese Bamboo Network, right? And all the Chinese wisdom is it's considered wisdom lah. Yeah. Come on lah, you know. Yeah. When the Westerners read Chinese things, they say, oh, these are some Sifu or Sufu or some
some
Hao
kind of a
Zhi, Kong Zhi.
รู้สึก
But I'm not joking because I do use Sun Tzu strategy for PhD because Sun Tzu is a very good strategy for a PhD thesis.
Yeah.
Right? So, and look at Chinese how they win over US, right?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll come back to that one. We have Pizarro here who can comment. Actually, I saw that drinking wine thing earlier. I think my phone, somebody, when we talk about Trump drinking, my phone, captured and they get me. So, put that in your notes, right? So that in your data collection, you do not have to completely translate all the Chinese constructs.
Yeah.
You do not have to completely omit. So you can maintain it and put a translation next to it, right? So you capture that.
So more likely theoretical. I just like in Chinese sociology, academic, we always talking about one thing, which is going to be localization. Localization, which does not mean directly transcript the Western the words, the definition, description, conception directly into Chinese. We're just going to grow some our own plans, right? Or our own concept to describe the specific social phenomenon.
That's right.
We have this tense, we have this tradition.
We have that tradition. Yeah.
But problem is, it's a deductive study. So it could be get some kind of a nutrition from the localized interview. Right?
Yes. By the way, when you abductive research, in this context and many other contexts, you use abductive research, it is directly or indirectly a decolonizing method.
Yeah.
Because it decolonizes
also
the knowledge, right?
That's right.
The epistemic or rootedness in the people, right? So you find the root concepts of the experience rather than impose a foreign lens.
That's right.
Right. So that's the decolonizing part, which I'm going to connect to you towards later. Okay, let's move on to the next couple slides. You talk about logical gap. Logical gap. Thank you.
Should I delete that?
So
Hanif might be quiet there, but he's very aware and sharp, and that's why I said the Gen Z they might be not speaking a lot, but they absorb and understand and they're sharp, Yeah. Logical stuff. So the rest of people might be not focusing. Hanif is focusing, right? So he knows all of your work, by the way.
But sometimes we have to understand him, although he's not saying anything.
Yeah. Absorbing. It's like I remember, diverting, but like my son suddenly he talks about something concept. I said, where did you hear that concept from? This concept. Okay, this different concept. Where did you hear from? Suddenly he has all these different concepts, which is much more higher level, I thought, than secondary school. But that's Gen Z again. They're absorbing more than we think they can absorb. In research proposal, we seldom use the word logical gap. So you can talk about literature gap, theoretical gap, research gap. But I like that you use the word logical gap.
Yeah.
But put it underneath the word research gaps or theoretical gap, right? And you can maintain that one because logical gap is in a way you're analyzing the gaps even much more deeply than just a theoretical vacuum. You're looking at how the gap is not logically analyzed. So you can maintain that one, but you got to have the title research gap.
Yeah, I can research the gap, so I just put it down there.
At this point, Eugene and every one of you, right, we have to play the game that they set us to play, right? So this is like karate, right? So we play the rules of karate because we're doing PhD, right?
Yeah.
Even though I remember when I was doing PhD, I said, I can do like this, I can do like that. But you're evaluated to be a PhD student. So once you graduate from karate, you can bring taekwondo lah, silat lah, pencak, whatever kuntao, whatever you want to bring, you bring. But now we play according to the rules. That they want us to play, right? And we succeed rather. So you talk about research gaps or okay. We go to the next one. They use the temporal appropriation. So here you have the word time, you have temporal. Temporal is the adjective of time.
I just use the time in the title, just because we want to catch the
attention.
Eyesight. So the tension.
This is the better. This is the more accurate term because temporal
this is a more academic way.
Academic, that's right. Conceptual as well, because we talk about spatial and temporal space, right? Spatial, S-P-A-T-I-A-L. Spatial. So usually we have time and space, right? So
time and space which is going to be two different analyzed fields. So I just know to take the time.
That's right. Which I think is next.
So if you're talking about like my research, which is going to be like introduce some kind of a space analysis field, it's more likely to be. Then we're just going to ask questions, or what kind of space, so like a relative interaction space, like in the elderly patient's family, when they just ask their nephews or asking their younger generation to do this kind of things to help them. So this can create some kind of emotional space. How they just going to be like the social actor, just how to interacting in this kind of space. We're just going to be usually to be original, like the family space we're talking about. Like in the family, we're just going to be like a certain interaction would happen. But this kind of a space, or just going to be like a Marxism, they're already saying this being 异化. The things of this are going to make it different. I just forgot the technical words of the Marxism.
Alienation. What?
Alienation. The space having to be alienation. It used to be a family like sharing love or this kind of things, and now it's just going to time to sharing this kind of a unnecessary burden. So, but I'm not doing that. I'm just doing in the time experience.
Okay, right. This is good. This is where we are discussing constructs and concepts. This is why I went into sociology, because of the concepts, constructs, and theories. Not so much about methodology, right? So the words you use represent constructs, concepts, and theories, right, Eugene? So my suggestion is to, in your narration, in your narrative of space, right, connect it more to temporal space of time. When you talk about social, you talk about context, so that it doesn't confuse the reader. So which will strengthen your thesis further, because you're talking about what's it just now? You were mentioning something about family time, family space. So you said family space, family time. Family temporal time. So now the family temporal time, temporal space
Yeah.
It's been reduced, it's been replaced, it's been transformed,
Yeah.
it's been alienated. Now you
Yeah.
can use all those words.
Yeah, but
Yes.
nobody cared about it at the time. But then
Nobody cares about the time. Yes.
From the time.
Right. Because people see they see the space, not the time.
Yeah.
Right? Right. Because they might see the family still there.
Yeah.
But the family time has been transformed.
Yeah.
So you use the word time to connect to this new realities, which makes it more powerful. It's a theory of time. It's a sociology of time. Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I learned political science that I have in American education you have liberal arts, right? You have political science, sociology. So political science, my professor who taught me, right? He's more excited than the students. So this is where I'm excited about your ideas, right? And he was teaching us political science 101. He just came in with 40 concepts. And did not talk about all this, just concepts. So he come up in the classroom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you explain this concept. Next time, 1, 2, 3. Because it's political science 101. So I was really intrigued by the concepts, it's political science. And I remember when free time, him and his friend, who is a sociologist, that's why I got inspired, right? I would go to their office and chat with them and all that. So that's where I get inspired into sociology. But I was a business management student, I haven't changed my major. Okay, so make a note there that to replace the word space with time. Right, so family, space, family time. Whatever, because you are describing the time now, not the spatial aspect of space, but the temporal aspect of space. This is temporal space, right? Eventually you come a theory of multiverse. different universe. You create a different trajectory of life. Okay, that's another one. All right. The next one about aim and all that. Aim and this one, Chloe was mentioning just now about time text, but aim. So now this is again we are having this karate. We are not having some other game.
Okay.
So,
Deleted it?
Yeah, just replace research aim with research objectives and questions, right?
Okay, delete
so
it.
that they do not get confused.
Yeah.
But you can replace this explanation under research questions and research objectives.
Yeah.
And remove the word research aims.
Okay.
I remember even my supervisor saying that, my old supervisor, right? He said, aims and objectives. He said, isn't that, he was commenting because the format they have over there is called aims and objectives. He said, that is stupid because aims and objectives, they're the same thing, right? So, but he has to play by the rules too. Right? But he's commenting, right?
Okay.
Professor too, what the heck, yeah, aims and objectives. We over there we call it aims and objectives. But here in USM we use research questions with the objective. Yeah. So we just follow we don't want to fight on this petty thing, otherwise you will make mess. So, alright, done with that one. Okay, you go to scope and sampling, the next one. Alright, scope of study and time and subject. Here you have an overlap of, later on you have sampling right down there.
Yeah.
Right? So subject here,
just do not put it right here. It's going to be like leave that part to the research design, right?
Yeah. Leave this part into research design and the scope we can talk about, and you do explain the what is it called, the stratified sampling down there, right?
Yeah.
So this can be part of the explanation later on, yeah?
I think it is. This one is more likely to be put back into the research design.
Yeah, all the
and this kind of the field work promise, which is more likely to be
Just put it under that part.
But I put scope of study in chapter 1.
You could, but Eugene is,
Proposal defense, I think do not.
yeah, just proposal defense, yeah.
The progress report should include.
I wouldn't have problem with this one.
I'll delete it or recognize
Just
it.
rearrange it or
Yeah.
make it more concise.
Yeah.
Right, okay, here we go. Research question number 2, question number 1. Research question, Alright. Okay.
Can I just share
Sure, go.
new
something.
version of the something
New version.
Not new version lah, just going to be asking the ChatGPT to correct my saying. And just because ChatGPT say last time the second one, this one I just also have discussion with Joanne and based on your last guide, we just say this kind of things. We're just not going to be asking using the how and replace how with the word.
Yeah.
I think it is just going to be mixed up.
What?
What?
You send this to me.
Was it?
You send this to me, right?
Yeah. But after my work, that's Dong Yang's research question. Okay.
Hanif is ahead of time on that.
So I also thought that there could be some kind of question just because the research cube 1, 2, 3 doesn't have the frequency, like from the surface to deep.
Yeah.
So just.
And also I confused with research question 1 and 2, what is different?
Different?
So you have something else?
It's different because if you can do all you did something.
What the difference?
Okay, there is a question 1. It's going to be like widely just choosing, just mostly work for the choosing your research subject to recruit the occupation. The second one, which is going to be like in their expression. Oh, it's not.
Okay, let me just comment. Or you have something you want to show me? Or?
No. Just please.
Alright, so you have your first one. What you do with the first one is you have the according to elderly patients, what are their experiences of using smart hospital and internet hospital system in tertiary hospitals in Kwanzi. So adapt this question, research question number 1, into to establish the context.
Establish the context.
Establish the context and how the context is related to the time that you want to study to. So the context, basically you want to capture the context of how they get into this phenomenon of using this smart devices and all that, right? So it can be, yes, general, but the general part is to establish the context. They talk just to allow you're casting a big net. So you talk with that. So the second one is much more specific, right?
Yeah.
Has to do with temporal space. How do elderly patients experience and make sense of supposed to
smart hospital and internet hospital system?
Okay, so this one is going slightly deeper already, right? So what you do with the first one, you want to cast a bigger net, right?
Yeah. I just want to do the bigger net.
The bigger net. So you allow them to talk about the family, how they fall sick, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the objective is much more. Maybe you want to make sure you can ask ChatGPT how do I ask or DeepSeek, how do I phrase a question where I can create research questions that cast a big net on the context. So you want to know maybe they'll tell you about the family context, maybe they'll tell you about the village, I do not know about the village, or the city they're in, or the doctor's experience. So this one will allow you to go deeper, having different probes later on in your adaptive research. Right. So they might talk about their own experience. My wife is like this, my husband is like this, or since my wife passed away, since my husband passed away, since my brother, whatever, right? So there's a family context, or my work last time, it's been 10 years before, and I see my friends all pass away one by one, and I have this photo, right? So there's a friends context, there's a family context, there's a village or city or neighborhood context. There's a I'm not sure about religion, but financial context. So let them open up the conversations, right? You can have all the sensitizing concepts to allow them to explore different contexts. So you're casting a big net, like catching all the fish in their life stories, right? As an elderly patient, right? As they enter and become elderly patient, something like that, right? And then the second question is spot on. Yeah, the second question is spot on.
So, second reference, you have this kind of trends.
That's
a trends that we're just going to be directly using the time properly.
Properly. And
so,
you need to explain, okay.
So I just divide it into like the time experience.
Yes. So this is when you bring in the sensitizing concepts. This is bring in the theoretical constructs as sensitizing concepts. Right? You can bring in ROSA, you can bring in whatever else. You find time text, whatever you can bring in as sensitizing concepts. Right? Which you will need to explain. This will be possible sensitizing concepts, right? Which you actually have in your. Can
you make some room? I just take it.
See, I told you, Hanif is very addictive.
Thank you. Thank you, Hanif, but I cannot sit on the chair you just sit.
It's so hot.
So, in our saying, sorry, if I just sit on your hot chair, I'm just definitely going to have a fight with you.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a fight.
You gotta sit on the cool chair. So establish the and what's the third one there? What's the third one? Changes. Yes.
So the third one is still remain there, right?
Yeah. So you want to see the change. Right. You want to see the change. Right.
So the change doesn't make more sense.
Yes. Yeah. So you bring in the change, but okay. There's something there that I want to say. Conceptual framework. Alright. So you have all the three there, yeah?
Yep.
All the three. So the three has to do with the changes, right? Okay. Remember, you also have you use your data collection. You talk about in-depth interviews. You also talk about observation. Right? So in abductive research, you do not take observation point blank like that, right? So you see whatever you see, you ask them again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you see certain behavior, that's why you have pilot study. Right? We have pilot study, and then from your pilot study, you have all these observations about whatever, how they use it, whatever observation you have. You go back to them. What does it mean?
What does it mean to you?
What is it? You did this. I observed this. I see people doing this to you. I see you walk to another room. I see you sitting on a chair. I see you standing up. Whatever. So observation is you capture the data observation. you post it back to them. Yeah, your face were looking a bit stressful. Or were you stressful? And something like that, right? You get my point, right?
Yeah.
So you do not interpret the observation yourself. Let them interpret it. Right? So you have this.
So I just like a research design part, or just going to be like a deleted the non-participant observation expression.
You up to you. You want to have that. You want to have that. You can still have that.
My vision about why I have that was just going to be like just because previously I was going to be having a document, right? The document analysis, what is more likely to be becoming such a triangle
triangulation, yes.
Triangulation. But that said, you suggest me I deleted that just because it's too much.
I didn't suggest. I asked you whether you want to do it. You said okay, then you can remove it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So I just be very upset about it if I just lose some kind of a supporting people or just going to weaken my research.
I see. Okay. Right. Yeah. Again, you could have all that. All you need to do is to bring it back to the elderly patients and ask them, what does this mean? What how do you interpret this? Because your work is to capture the experience, the interpretation, the appropriation of time based on the experience and the interpretation of the elderly patients, right? So you could still have participant or non-participant observation, and you all need to reconnect with them, right? So that's the point there. So you are consistent with research question 1, 2, 3, right? So all your your data collection will give you the findings to answer research question 1 and 2 and 3, right? Okay, wonderful. Let's move on to the conceptual framework. The next one, I guess, is the research conceptual framework. Okay, so the conceptual framework, when you have all this, you just bring all this into your sensitizing concepts.
Okay, not just directly change it into the sensitizing concept.
Yes. Possible sensitizing concepts or something.
Possible could be more.
Yeah. So you are not committed so much, but you have identified some possible sensitizing concepts.
Just because I expected my whole research and the PowerPoint presentation, which is going to be like showing the chance of already have this kind of a concept. I'm just going to test it. So this kind of research will just not to follow the objective, it's more likely to be
deductive. Yes. So the one school of thought said do not study anything, just jump into it. Grounded theory has some thought about that, but not necessarily because we are doing PhD thesis. So PhD thesis have something called literature review, right? So we got to bring in the constructs and then say, well, you introduced in chapter 1, how come you don't ask this question in your research? The examiner will ask that question, so we prevent that question by putting that in sensitizing concepts. Right? Okay, you have that one. Next one, research methodology. All right, this is not complicated, it's simple. So this is true for all of you as well, right? So you will need to understand, at the very least, your own research paradigm, right? So research paradigm, or usually another word for paradigm is philosophy, right? Research philosophy, which in this case is not abductive. In this case, you got to see abductive research. What is the research philosophy, right? Qualitative is not. I know that in some books or in some countries they talk about qualitative, quantitative, right? And they do not study research methodology that way because there's two paradigms. No. They're more than that, right? So So we will talk about interpretivism is a paradigm, critical rationalism is a paradigm, positivism is a paradigm, or use the word philosophy, right? Safer by that. So abductive research is a research methodology, right? The philosophy is the positivism, interpretivism. That's it. So abductive research, I better phrase as a research strategy rather than research methodology. You could use it interchangeably.
Berarti punya saya juga sama.
You can use it interchangeably as well. Yeah. So because under abductive research as a research methodology, interviews for another, you can design abductive research strategy differently as well, which is another word for methodology, strategy and methodology, right? Same word. Yeah. Okay, you got that one,
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we go to data collection. Okay. So you have all this was supporting method, non-participant. You got to decide. I told you how to use non-participant observation just now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this one is
And so you want to put it, you just make sure that you make a note there. Whatever you discover from your field notes, from your non-participant or non-participant.
So maybe I'll just delete the supporting master. This is kind of an expression, and then going to be using some kind of and the content, so it's going to be like directly. So we just deleted the supporting method.
You could delete it, so the matter, you could delete, So you stick to the school of thought where you are letting because abductive research, right? You're letting them to interpret that.
I want to try to change my.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's time to kick out my daughter.
Oh, okay, your daughter. All right. Okay, to kita next time. We do this for you. Okay, to yeah. Okay.
没事，手机上面也可以记个餐费。
Yeah. I will take a quick break after this one. Otherwise, the other day was solat dan 6:30 baru solat. Okay. Data collection. I already talked about this. Data analysis. All this sensitizing concept. Good. Right. Adaptive. Right. Okay. I want to say something. Data analysis. All right. Sensitizing concepts. Yeah. So the sensitizing concept do not fall under data analysis.
Okay.
Right? It falls under data collection, that research methodology. IR. That when you analyze, you do analyze. So for the sensitizing concept, you have the data coming from the sensitizing concepts, right? So if you want to put all the sensitizing concepts, it will be under data collection. Okay. I want to take a break right now.
Yeah.
I will continue. So, to the solar method. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll come back in 5, 10, 15 minutes sometime. Yeah. Okay.
Masih banyak, Prof. Komennya.
There's one more part, and then Izaro. Right? Otherwise, I'll be not praying and then all that, and not nice. The key there.
Oke.
My keys there.
Kita asar ya?
Jam berapa sih?
Jam 5. Setengah 5. Sholat asar.
休息，他们要 pray。
Ray, salat.
Yeah.
Enggak ada.
Yeah. Pray out.
Let's go.
Oh,
Salat.
有路。
You nak pray salat ah.
Hey, 我们你的 salat?
My God, Muslim salat.
Yeah, I know. 我们go to
清真寺咋说？清真寺。
The mosque?
Sholat in here.
Yes, here.
We are sholat in here.
In here. Oh.
Let's go. Let's go, my brother Muslim.
Yeah, Chinese, Liaoning Muslim, no.
What?
Yeah.
You know, sholat?
Yeah, so every Saturday is only. Every Saturday.
Every
Morning.
Saturday is more like Catholic.
One day, 5 times.
No.
Subuh,
No, no Salat.
My God.
Every Saturday.
Okay, sholat Jumat aja.
Only. 其实我们只有每周六上午早上，平时也不用啊。翻译一下，阿关。
Huh?
只有每周六上午早上需要，平时不需要。
They were more likely to be going this kind of a prayer in the Saturday morning, other times, you know.
Yeah.
I think it's like the Catholic Christian.
Christian?
Really?
Christian or Muslim? Huh?
No. It's like the ways they do in the Catholic.
Shock. Just shock.
Different places, right? Who knows?
Yeah, different Malaysia.
Yeah, different places, but we are same religion.
Still long
So
way to go.
you use the sociological perspective, right?
Yeah.
Because
那他为什么不去呀？
Rosa is sociologist.
Rosa.
Rosa.
Actually, we cannot call him sociologist. Just because it is some kind of a social phenomenon, social philosopher.
Social acceleration. Acceleration. Yes, social philosopher actually.
Yeah, it's a philosopher.
But why you choose the Gangxi province? What's the meaning of it? Is the biggest minority population? What's the meaning of the minority?
You mean why I choose the Guangxi province, right?
Yes, the Gangxi province. You in your PDF you mentioned in the first page or the second page you give explanation that Gangxi is the minority population. What's the meaning of the minority?
The minority, right?
Yes.
Just because minority, which is going to be like
It's different ethnic with the mainstream China, like the Papua in Indonesia, you know, it's the black people.
Yeah. It's more likely not going to be like the same definition as a race. It's more likely to be some kind of a what kind of ethnic you belong to. What is going to be just because we are we have more strong minority people. It's just going to be some kind of ethnics. So at this kind of a province, we used to be a province, but nowadays it's a minority self-management district, and just because we can create the regulation.
It's border with Vietnam, right? Vietnam country.
Yeah. We have the same border with Vietnam, and it just also means in the province, the province government and our province.
Guangxi.
Guangxi.
The autonomous region. The
Yeah.
autonomous region.
Yeah.
Just Guangxi.
Yeah.
The autonomous region.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah. We have the same border with Vietnam, this province of Vietnam.
Why is the autonomy region? Why? Why Chinese government appoint a Gangxi?
So it's just going to be like just because we have the strong minority, the minority people, which is going to be a larger population in Guangxi. They will just be mostly live in this area. So they will just give them some
Like
kind of
Xinjiang, right?
Yeah, Xinjiang. Xinjiang is going to be like they will have they can produce their own laws. So it just means legislation level, and you can create your own law. That's only practice in your place.
It's Muslim people, right? In Xinjiang.
Xinjiang, which is going to be very interesting. They were just going to be like a several minority, which is going to be the Muslim people, which is going to be way 维吾尔。So
What's waiver?
I have to look into how to spell it just because it's an ethnic people. Wait a minute, I'm looking for the. Oh, I will show you on your UYGURS. I will start a new one.
Got new one.
Did I spell it? Sorry.
Wait. What?
UYGURS.
Uyghur.
Yeah.
Oh.
UYGURS.
Panggilnya apa?
Uyghur ya. Dan tadi bahas itu kok disebut minority people apa?
Yeah. So in Xinjiang, which is going to be most of the population is there.
Okay.
So in our province, most of the population is Zhuang. So it is going to be becoming some kind of a like a self-management, self-government. So the real situation is Guangxi, which is going to be like.
So what's the religion of the Zhuangzi people? What's the religion? Religion. Is the minority religion in China like the Xinjiang Uyghur? No.
I say most of them are just going to be the Zhuang minority, which is their religion, which is more likely to be some natural God or other things like that. Yeah, and just because we are less developed, and just because of the GDP or income are just a little below to the average.
Poor, it's the poverty region, the Guangxi. The poorest region in the China?
No.
Oh, no.
We are not. We're not.
But because you mentioned it's the less developed.
Yeah, less developed also means compare with the Beijing.
Oh.
It's going to be definitely we are less developed, right?
Yeah.
So the GDP of Guangxi, which is going to be like a very similar as Vietnam. You can compare with that of one province, which is going to have like a GDP the same with a country, Vietnam.
But in China itself, is it the poorest? The most
We are not the poorest. We're just going to be like we are some kind of in the frequency we are sitting on track.
So there are other provinces that
Yeah. They are richer than us. The Guangdong, the Canton is richer than us. They have Hong Kong lah, Guangzhou lah. They are richer lah.
This is West China.
So it also has this kind of problem, and just because we have the river, a traditional river, just across Guangxi to Guangdong, and Hong Kong, which is located in a delta area, right, in the Guangdong province. So the most rich, developed places, region in Guangdong, which is going to be the places of Hong Kong, Guangzhou, and these kind of places. So in China, we're talking about the river, right? The canal. It's also contained in Chinese Asian idea. We just thinking the water means fortunes. This kind of a river. I have to say that we cannot blame that, but the fact is, it just take our human resources, like the labor forces, and also our natural ingredients like the woods, like the mine, the things, the metal raw materials from our mine, all these kind of things will just travel to Guangdong by this river. So it's just more likely to have this kind of a problem, just like nowadays metropolis or maybe developed area, they were just going to be sucked all the kind of resources from the places around this area. So we're just going to be like suffering this kind of a thing. If we want to give some kind of a policy to like a Guangxi province, the people will just going to ask, why don't you give another some kind of financial support or this kind of support to Guangdong people? And just because to make it richer.
Nice. Interesting.
So it's more likely to have this kind of a conflict, like Malaysia and Singapore.
Oh, I see. Yes, yes. Guangxi. Zhuang. Guangxi is one of the autonomy regions in the China.
Yeah.
For the Zhuang ethnic.
Yeah, Zhuang ethnic.
Zhuang.
Yes.
But it's the literation Zhuang with Z.
Yeah.
But the spelling is Zhuang, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the tense of the minority ethnic.
Yeah.
Recognized by China.
Yeah.
Minority ethnic, yeah.
So thinking about the socio-economic development level, Guangxi, we're just going to be like a we're facing some kind of a same situation like happened in Vietnam, happened in Malaysia. I don't know whether it's also very the same to the Indonesia or this kind of area. Just because, as I mentioned, we are entering some kind of a society, not getting rich, but getting rich.
Zhuang.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the body physique face same as the China people,
Yeah.
commonly.
Yeah. But Zhuang minority people, they were just more like considered to the South Island races.
Yes, yes. The largest minority group.
Yeah.
Yes. How far Guangxi region from Beijing?
Oh, that's really far. If I take a plane, I should be like a city.
Because it's bordering with Vietnam, right?
Yeah. To Beijing.
So far.
Yeah. It could be far. So sometimes in some kind of nowadays the national some political or ethnic group anthropology, we're always thinking about that you have to study the border, then you know the center.
Any conflict between Zhuang people with the government in China?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just because the Zhuang people were just really taking care of they were just taking good care of the government.
In my campus, we have the study program of the China studies.
Oh.
My campus.
Yeah.
Even my campus is the Islamic University.
Yeah.
It's, China studies, sastra Cina. Studi Cina di Al-Azhar.
Okay, so there the students learn about the
Amalan dan
China,
praktik.
about the
Yes.
also learn the Chinese language.
Yes, also Chinese language. Even we have the Confucianism Center. We have the Confucianism Center.
As a such of Chinese people, we're also seeing Confucius Center, which is more likely to be some kind of
I think not many Confucius Center in
Yeah,
there's not many. So Al-Azhar is one many.
You know where the
And it's Islamic University, right? Al-Azhar is Islamic University.
in Thailand, there were many communities.
Yeah, but like in Indonesia, overseas studies center is not many.
And Cikung Center, Cikung. The Islamic University, my campus. With Cikung Center.
Wasn't because it's traveling.
It's because it's a small, Qigong is kind of character where it's more likely to be the represent of the Buddhism.
And it is established, as I know, after 20 years ago, even before China having many events in Malaysia, our campus already established the Qigong Center. Jadi sudah Cina kuat dan sudah ada. Sebenarnya termul. And now China and Malaysia is so close in investment.
I think just because it's a good way. It's good because it's not the time of the totally competition. It's more likely to be when you profit with cooperation.
Kita dengar rasanya bukan kan. So
Mostly Chinese people.
Logik mereka tu agak, tapi ya. Ada memang. Lebih ada sunnah. Mas sunnah sikat sisir.
Ada di sini, bro.
Ada kan?
Ada.
Apa ya?
Tadi saya lihat di sini. Ini enggak.
Ada apa ya? Ada ya.
Tadi saya lihat ada coklat kan?
Iya betul.
Stabilize.
Ada perasaan.
When we do it business.
Ya, ini apa ya tadi ya? Sepertinya ada ya juga.
Sepertinya ada tadi. Ada dari saya lihat.
Meko. Ini masalah Meko.
No.
What?
Meko. It's okay. This one of the sunnah. Jangan kom. I also want to for my.
Your pocket maybe.
Sunnah is practice of Prophet Muhammad. Yeah.
Maybe your pocket.
Yeah, could be also one of the pockets. But I was checking all my pockets. I don't know where it is. But then I have a lot of things in my pockets.
Confucianism is in my campus.
Oh,
Al-Azhar University, bro.
Al-Azhar University.
Yes.
There you go.
Some of the
But then the Confucius Institute, the Chinese government will support also,
Yes.
give funding.
some of the staff also from China.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's open a research center for
Because we have the China Studies study program.
Yes.
In Al-Azhar University.
Yes.
And we are close with the some Chinese university.
When I graduated
Samsung
from my bachelor, I had the chance to be some kind of a volunteer in some Thailand university.
Thailand.
Yeah, so university in Thailand, a volunteer occupation for the computer school.
Oh, okay. 蓝面，你会孔子，你会叫孔子的teaching。
Oh.
Can you teach Confucius?
教什么？
你能教孔学吗？儒学？
够深的。Difficult.
Difficult? Really? Difficult?
Yeah.
Oh, difficult.
No, I think sentence I just think there's maybe
Chinese philosophy is very
it's too far away from daily life.
Of course, yeah. But Singapore oppose it very much. Singapore likes it.
Singapore opposes everything.
Everything
useful, huh?
Well,
Pak Bizarro.
because have 5,000 years of history. Chinese.
yeah.
We are looking for the China study lecture now.
I can.
Yes, you can apply.
The salary is not good.
You can apply.
Yeah, it's a lecturer.
My campus looking for the China studies lecture.
Yes.
Oh, Good.
Lambing can
Go
go.
to Indonesia, sana.
Lambing go there and teach. Confucianism.
Campus Islamic University.
Islamic University but teach Confucianism.
Traveling in Indonesia.
Our campus, Prof.
Oh, Confucianism. But it's okay because Lambing is a Muslim.
Karena alasan Prof brandingnya Hamka. Oh. Alasan Universiti kan brandingnya Hamka, Prof.
Oh.
Tapi Confucianism itu sempat dikritik juga.
But Confucianism is not a religion.
Yeah.
But in Indonesia, they say Confucius. But in Indonesia, Confucius.
Kejawen.
Konghucu dianggap sebagai satu agama, kan? Nah,
Recognize.
so in Indonesia, Konghucu is recognized as a religion. 宗教，不过儒学是吧？儒学
没有，在他们那边可能是儒教。
儒教，不过不是孔子没有教，不是宗教。
还有
Confucius bukan agama.
They have believing system. They have a believing system.
But Confucius never taught anything about afterlife. He doesn't talk about afterlife. Right. Confucius is not a belief system about
儒家 philosophy.
Rajih philosophy. You're right. Rajih meaning Confucius and then who else? 不是孟子。
孟子。
孟子。孟子也是孔子的。
荀子算。
荀
子算。
Confucius ada anak murid dia lagi. Tapi di Indonesia is
agama.
It's regarded as religion, 宗教。
Actually, we have a course during my bachelor has the Chinese
religion,
social philosophy, history.
Yeah.
Sorry, that subject I just get.
我知道了，他说的是不是道教？
不是道教，Taoism。
不是啦，it's different.
那 儒家怎么还变成了个教呢？
还有儒教。
Mereka aneh kenapa Confucianism bisa jadi agama di Indonesia.
这个东西它传播到
它有可能形成这种所谓的这种
Because
崇拜。
Confucius tidak mengajar tentang agama, bukan agama.
Bukan agama.
Dan tidak diajarkan beragama. Yeah, it's not, 不是宗教。 对吗？
对，不是宗教，in China no。
Tujuannya bukan itu.
Tapi di Indonesia diangkat sebagai Katolik, Konghucu.
It's equal with Islam.
Yeah, it's equal.
in China 有，还有佛教。
佛教也有，道教。
穆斯林、伊斯兰教，然后天主教
Catholic， 基督教。 Yeah. Anyway, it's interesting how religion has been conceptualized and all that. Yeah.
But I work for the man Wang Yangming, before his philosophy I look into was going to be like a simply.
What's the Yang philosophy teaches that moral truth is rooted in human heart mind. Who's Yang Ming, by the way?
Wang Yangming, the Sankara philosopher, and last time I told you, which is going to be like he was considered as the new Confucius.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not just in education, it's mostly.
But then Confucius as a the descendant of Confucius is still alive. No, yeah, I remember I saw it. Okay, every person has an innate moral. It's about morality, yeah, but it's about morality.
Yeah.
But it's not about spirituality or belief in afterlife. No. Okay, let's complete the. Okay, the other thing that needs to be clear when you mention about the researcher's trustworthiness, positionality, right? So, positionality. So this is relevant for since Joanne is also doing abductive research, so positionality in abductive research is crucial. Grounded theory is crucial.
Yeah.
So a lot of qualitative research, positionality is crucial.
Yeah.
So what does it emphasizes? Is it emphasizes that you got to declare that whether you're neutral or not neutral. So when you introduce yourself that you are live in the hospital, you definitely are not neutral person, which is fine. Can you see that point?
Okay, I'll just cut that.
You don't have to cut.
That is good expression.
It's okay. So, but what you need to explain is how you do that. How do you manage? You manage your
research.
biases, right? So that your biases do not affect the research and the research data collection and all that, right? So it's crucial, that one. So the more you are involved in the community, the more you got to be clear. In phenomenology, we're talking about bracketing. Bracketing. You need to bracket your own thoughts
Or not.
So and then you got to have it listed there somewhere. But you check with your fellow colleagues and all that. Member reflection sessions. So you need to show that in your chapter 5 findings or something, or 4 your findings. You got to.
I will show you.
You got to show that as well, right? Later on in your findings also.
Yeah.
So where you talk about this one in the methodology, but in your findings you got to highlight that point also, that how you do or how you manage the positionality. Even more so that you're born in the hospital, even more so because you have all the biases.
In 40 participants live in?
No, he was born in the hospital.
No, I mean,
Not born.
Everyone.
We all born in the hospital.
So, at my childhood,
Yeah.
I'm just going to be staying in the hospital just because my grandpa and my grandma. My grandma is a nurse. My grandpa is a doctor or a professor in.
Why you not become a doctor?
Stomach and curing these kind of things. My mother is just going to be turned to a gynecologist.
Your father is doctor.
No, my father is a prosecutor.
Lawyer, state prosecutor.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but
Grandfather.
Oh, grandfather. Your grandfather is doctor.
yeah.
So
Why you not become a doctor?
With the special, what is specialty?
Specialty is a
colon, stomach and all that. Grandfather.
I just lost the memory of the medical.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was a doctor just focus on your digestion system, your stomach, your.
But certain diseases in Malaysia is more associated with Chinese, colon cancer especially.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colon cancer is more associated with Chinese for some reason. I don't know why.
They just eating the salty fish.
Salty fish, Malaysian je. We eat salty fish, ikan asin makan lah, yeah. We eat
Nasi lemak is ikan masin.
asin lemak, the anchovies is.
And also have the Chinese people have one thing is very particularly not so good for them because we eat a vegetable being well cooked.
Okay.
So if just you eat the
Ulam. Ulam 好吃嘛 He said good. Is it tasty? He said, see the point? He said ulam is like eating grass.
不好吃。
people are usually getting the salad. The raw. Sometimes the vitamin C or this kind of
You saying this diluted, right?
the antioxidant
Antioxidant,
nutrition, which is going to be easily broken by the high temperature.
Of course, yeah. The more you cook, the more you don't have the vitamin C. Yes. I grow ulam in my house, right? Yeah.
Okay,
okay.
and I will
Just note that one. So
Yeah.
it's sometimes get one mentioning that. And last but not least, right,
Yeah.
has to do with the practical thing and has to do with AI, right? Okay, AI has a mixed impact when it comes to presentation and all that, right? So when you have those lines, you got to omit that line. See that line there?
Yeah.
The line that looks like AI line.
Oh.
Nine.
That line, it looks like, when you copy from ChatGPT paste, you will get that line.
You mean
That garisan, yeah.
Where?
That's not unexpected contribution. You have a line there, right?
Where? Oh.
the prof say the green line.
The green line.
The green
yeah.
line. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so be careful with that. That line looks like it's from ChatGPT.
Okay.
Right? Okay.
这是的模板啊 ，Big PowerPoint 的模板。模板是那个
Template.
Template.
Yeah, template.
Okay, so be careful with that one. And of course, the other one is the word practical.
Yeah.
Practical, this is coming from the lecturer, one of the not exam evaluators, right?
Yeah.
It's a practical, it's a ChatGPT they like to use. When you come up contribution, practical contribution will be one of them. So do not omit the word practical, change it to something else.
Okay.
Policy contribution, institutional contribution, societal contribution, something like that. Right? Something like, do not use practical, because ChatGPT likes to use that practical contribution. Right? So be careful with that one. So what is I want to say else? What else I want to say? Yeah, before, after, yes, scribble a lot, so I just make sure that I cover all my thoughts. What pigeon? What is it?
Take picture.
What take picture of my nose? You can see my nose. You can read my nose. Yeah. My nose.
Oh.
Okay. What else I want to say? The final one.
Yeah.
For a research proposal, make sure you will present it within 20 minutes. So your slides cannot have like 20 slides or whatever.
Okay, I was just trying to reduce it
Yeah.
to make it control at 15
20 minutes, yeah. 15, 20 minutes is
15 to 12 slides and
No,
Yeah, okay.
10.
yeah.
Huh?
10.
10 slides?
Yeah, 10 slides makes sense. Yeah.
So it's just going to be full of words.
No point.
Make it simple.
Make it simple.
Okay.
You can explain. Remember, you're
Yeah.
explaining it, right?
Every time perfect you said make it simple, I just always remember with the time and then the else the else training for the else examination.
Oh, what's that?
Some guy was told me you're just going to be like keys.
Keep yeah.
That's going to be like a P super simple. So that stands for the keys.
Keys, keep it simple, stupid. Yeah. Keep it simple, smarty, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay,
Keys.
so it's going to be.
However, because you have something that's complex or sophisticated, right? So you do want to have your write-up. You can have a more extended write-up when you send to Mr. Zhou. Okay. So Mr. Zhou, when he sent to the evaluators have more developed paper, right, to read from, right? So not the you have the PowerPoint is separate, and the write-up is separate, right? It could be chapters, it could be a summary of the chapter. Right? What is that?
No. I just want to take some picture in some weird angle.
Weird angle?
Yeah.
What angle is it?
No. I take.
What is this? What?
Okay. Sorry.
Parudi is here. So you remember that one? 15, 20 minutes, you know about that one, yeah?
Yeah.
So you have two, because you have some, in your case, I would ask you to have the write-up as well, right? At least a few pages, maybe before in the social sciences, they will have you write 20 pages or something like that, and then some departments have 3 chapters and all that.
Finish up.
Yeah. So do that one. It doesn't have to be long, because we do not want to wait too long for your proposal defense, right? So you can even do like 20 pages is fine too, right? I think you do have 20 pages even from the slides. You already have 20 pages. I think maybe not, right? But the point here is about to explain and elaborate and clarify on your the idea of appropriation of time. That is the very important part. The problem statement especially, yeah. Okay, anyone else has to know? Joanne maybe have something, or I think this is
Yeah, I know you have something.
No, I already thought.
yeah.
Okay.
Say anything
Yes.
behind the scenes.
With my deeply grace.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. This is
You come on
Yeah.
your final.
yeah, and the newest one, and this
Always
is,
have new one.
yeah. Okay. Sure. All right. Okay. You have any questions you want to ask? Another. Yeah. What is it?
I think we're just going to.
No, it's okay.
I will give you. Let's look at the list. How I just going to do it.
Sure.
My final point. I will send you personally.
Okay.
Through the WhatsApp or
So your next task before you do that, right, is to email to Mr. Zul, asking for a proposal defense.
Yay!
Yeah.
After
Then you can join Latin already.
progress report.
Progress report.
I saw he prepared for progress report.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, the chapter already, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Likewise for Pizarro, you can send email to Mr. Zul to ask for your progress report. Now I do have some extra comments for Pizarro because I was reflecting on it, and I kind of know more things.
Right up.
Oh, just now, Young prepared research. He prepared research. Yeah. Okay. We'll have a quick look at that afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all is your CDA, a critical discourse analysis. You want to go deeper in understanding it. Yes. Yeah. And if somebody were to ask, what's the difference between critical discourse analysis and discourse analysis and analysis, you want to be able to explain it, right? And what is that? Why is this blur now, right? What is blur? Just now.
Maybe my magic finger.
Maybe your finger touch it, there's no magic. And that is true for all of you. So your research methodology, especially your research method, right? So in your case, the in-depth interview and participant observation, go deeper in understanding about the research method. So in your case, it's CDA, critical discourse analysis. Have some scholarly understanding about what is the philosophy behind it and how it evolves into becoming CDA, right? So that's true for Johan, you're doing your abductive using what?
Interpretative.
Yeah, okay. So go deeper in understanding one, and we were talking about unit of analysis, right?
Yeah.
Unit analysis. Okay, Landin. Remember I asked you what's your unit analysis, right?
What's your
So you need
analysis?
to understand what unit analysis is. You need to understand the possible questions people ask you. What's unit analysis? What's your sampling? What's your criteria of sampling? Right? When they ask you, you need to be able to understand the question. Right? So be ready to explain your methodology very well, because usually that's the part that they will ask. And CDA is often also connected to Bodia, right? So because Bodia, so CDA is not just about, when I was talking about power last time, it's not just about capitalist power, but power and ideology, right? So my take on this one is this, because CDA questions almost everything. Just like postmodernism questions almost everything, right? Postmodernism questions almost everything, right? So the CDA is critical about the type of ideology is being promoted. Okay, so what's Muhammad Nasir's ideology that is being promoted? And you want to be critical. So that is the part that I want to highlight in your presentation yesterday. The critical part wasn't clear, right?
Toward the Nasir
towards Muhammad Nasir. Okay, Muhammad Nasir was critical towards the world and the West and all of that. But the critical part towards Muhammad Nasir wasn't clear. So you want to be able now? Abductive research, you're using abductive research, right? So it's not critical discourse analysis. Right?
No, different.
Yeah, it's different. Critical discourse analysis is about very critical. So you need to bring up, you want to say why you bring up about this, but it's not talking about that. So what ideology is promoting? What ideology is he critiquing? That. So you can see where it's coming from, right? This is basically a postmodernist philosophy of theorizing, right? So in your earlier analysis, that wasn't obvious. Now, critical discourse analysis is an analysis. So you need to be actively involved in the interpretation of the findings.
interpretation of the findings.
You need to, yeah.
Yesterday I also discussed with Pizarro that I think the unit analysis of Pizarro is the moment, which moment of Nasir. For example, if he focus on 5 or 6 or 7 moment, which moment and which idea from each moment. Misalnya kemarin kan ada konteks-konteks di mana Nasir itu menjelaskan tentang Asia Afrika, ada yang tentang konflik ini, ada yang konflik ini, itu kan konteks yang berbeda-beda. Nah itu saya belum lihat itu di depan, bahwa yang sedang dinarasikan Nasir ini tentang ketika dia berperan di bagian mana, tentang kasus apa atau tentang politik yang diplomasi yang mana gitu.
Okay, if you're talking about moment, you're going to like Eugene's idea now. You're talking about the temporal moment, right? You can see the point now, right?
No.
Because you need analysis.
There's a particular time.
I mean, this is not time. It is not. Ini tentang perannya Nasir ketika menangani konflik yang mana atau peran yang mana. konteksnya, bukan waktunya.
Then become case study.
Iya, not case. Kan tadi kemarin kan temuannya kan ada value tentang ini. Kan di bawah tabelnya kan ada aktivitasnya Nasir ketika apa. Nah, ketika apanya ini kan saya nggak tahu di awal yang dia gunakan sebagai analisis itu Nasir ketika dia menangani apa gitu, menangani.
So he's analyzing his actions.
Action and rule in which context?
We are talking about unit of analysis. So unit analysis needs to be clearly defined. You need to be able to explain. No, I'm analyzing this. I'm analyzing that way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I think what Pizarro is doing is not in any context, but specifically on peace building.
peace.
Peace building.
Ya, peace buildingnya itu ketika dia berperan di misalnya Palestina, atau ketika perang antara misalnya ada konflik Indonesia dan Malaysia, atau yang mana?
I think his focus will be in specific time. Like Pizarro focus is not during Nasir time during his prime
Iya,
minister,
makanya kan setelah
but in
dia jadi
post, right?
Yes.
setelah dia turun jadi prime minister kan ada banyak kegiatan-kegiatan yang kemudian ditangani Nasir, dan powernya itu kan berjalan ketika ada momen itu kan. Kita menangkap bagaimana powernya berjalan itu kan ketika ada konteks, ketika peristiwa yang mana.
Okay, so you go back to the idea of unit of analysis.
Okay.
Unit analysis is that data,
Mm-hmm.
right? That source of data, the source of data. So the unit of analysis, Hanif is analyzing the CLC as unit of analysis. His conclusion will be that unit analysis about CLCs, right? Your unit analysis is the students, right? You should be. So your findings will be about the students. So his unit analysis is about what he says.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Ya, Nasir.
Nasir what he says. So what he says, what he says is in the text. So the statements he makes, basically.
Yes.
The statement he makes.
The statement in which context?
But the unit analysis is not the context. The unit analysis is the source of data. We are not referring to. If you talk about context, even if you.
Apalagi kalau kita ngomong power.
This. No,
Maybe power in IR is different.
but yeah.
Mungkin kalau examiner yang akan bertanya seperti saya juga akan mungkin.
Well, unit analysis refer to that data. Where's the data? What is the data you're getting from? Not the moment. The moment is not. What data you're getting from? So I talk about this moment. So where is the data coming from? You know what I'm saying? So like your case, the data is coming from the students. The students are giving the data. You see what I mean? So this is the center, but the people in the center is giving the data, right? For him, it's the text. So critical discourse analysis, if you look at the practice of critical discourse analysis, they look at the text, they look at the video, they look at this. So that is the unit of analysis. So they ask you, what is unit analysis? Unit analysis all the videos of all the texts of Jokowi. That is the unit analysis. Now, the point here is that you might have multiple units of analysis, right? That's why I said for CDA, you got to go deeper in justifying the multiple unit analysis, right? So, because you're not using just one type.
Yes, it's not only about the speech, tapi what's writing.
Yes.
Interviews with
the
source.
Yes, you're using more than one type of unit, one type of text, right? And critical discourse analysis can be in a way, it's like grounded theory. In a way, it's a grounded theory. So grounded theory, any data is relevant. So the discipline for CDA is not the discipline of phenomenology here. Phenomenology is very disciplined method. Or IPA is very disciplined. Yeah, it's a clean, very clean. So that's why IPA, phenomenology is one of my favorite methodology because it's clean, it's hard to argue. Right? People cannot attack you. It's just like I have strong, my data is thick, right? And answer my research question, and my research question is PhD worthy. There you go. Right. So you cannot defeat me. So I'm strong. Right. So, but critical discourse analysis, that's like grounded theory. Any data can be is relevant. Is relevant, and IR is a discipline that is lack discipline.
Yes.
Yeah, IR is a discipline that is very loose.
Yeah.
You take this person, you take newspaper cutting, the statement like this. It's very, in a way, it's very positivistic. IR is a discipline that lacks discipline in terms of methodology.
Yes.
You look at IR writing. And many journalists use IR, by the way, methodology. But you look at a lot of journalists, they will say, oh, this guy said, oh, and you bring in this data, right? Based on statistics, you just bring in the data to support your argument, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm saying that's a method. And the sciences will say, oh no, we are the most disciplined of all. We have the experimental group, we have the treatment group, right? The experimental group, the control group, the experimental group. The experimental group, we give salt. This one, no salt. No? When we see salt, this is the outcome. No salt. You don't have that kind of experimental. Social science is a very loose science, not disciplined. Right? So that's why they have hypothesis, test your hypothesis, right? So they would say our data is not as strong as scientific data. So they call us the soft sciences, the hard sciences. You are being framed by that. They call it we are the soft science. Suddenly we can solve people. Yeah. So IR is soft in that sense. And grounded theory is another thing, right? But to some extent, ethnography too. Ethnography. But ethnographers argue, which I accept, because ethnographers are expert in the area. They stay with the people for not 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, right? So immersion, they can interpret the data like the natives and local. Right? So they go into the villages. They do not know what paddy is. They know how to plant paddy, to look at the paddy. They know how to harvest paddy, what pupuk, what fertilizer to use. So, but do you know what they do? They go to the field and they come back home and they do their own field notes. They write. It's very subjective lah. It's very subjective. So that's the strength and weaknesses of the epistemological assumption and epistemological discipline of various fields. And for quantitative methods, you got to have numbers, you got to do random sampling, you got to do you got to come with generalization, So it's very clear. The unit analysis is the people you interview, right? But CDA, because I do taught some lectures, given some lectures for CDA for IR, right? So IR, CDA, they go rather simple. They take Twitter.
Yes.
Right? They analyze Twitter, and by the way, now it's easy to do. Right?
Every day. Statement in the truth social.
Yeah, they just do that, and then they can comparison with this one, and then compare with this one. How many times they use this word? How many times they use that word? Right? Or they can do the twinning of words. There's a term for it. How often does it appear together with another word? that is actually discourse analysis. Yeah. But critical discourse analysis goes beyond that. It's where you bring out the meaning, but you interpret the meaning, right? So the person, researcher's role is very important. So you are very critical about the person talking there.
Okay.
You are very critical about the person talking. You see what I mean?
It is different as with the discourse analysis.
Just discourse analysis, yeah.
It's because it's the critical.
It's what the critical there. It takes it to the next level of analysis. And you need to show that you're critical. Or you can just do discourse analysis and you skip the critical part.
Yes. Because it's actually, I want to get the interpretation. Describing actually.
Yes.
My focus is describing what you say.
Yes. But discourse, critical discourse makes it more powerful, make it more, more conceptual, because you can get the people's input into the critical analysis. So it's not just, otherwise it become, so which is my concern, which I highlighted to you last time, is I'm concerned that we are just praising the person. You see what I mean? So now you can see what is the blind spot, apa yang tidak dinyatakan, apa kekurangannya juga kan. So he's promoting particular brand of Islam, a particular idea of peace, right?
So do you think, Prof, it is for me it's better doing using discourse analysis or critical discourse analysis for describing?
For describing it. So if you ask me,
Yes,
what would I do?
What's your
I would do critical discourse analysis.
Oh, critical analysis.
Because one of the questions that is probable that it can come up from the examiner is, this looks like a propaganda piece. And postmodernists are very skeptical, critical of propaganda.
Okay, yes.
Any type of propaganda. So to the point that they do not believe anything, right?
Yes. Very skeptical.
Yeah.
Prof, my question, that's yang tadi. Ini kan ada perannya ketika diplomasi dengan Tengku Abdurahman, tentang ini kan ada cerita-ceritanya. Nah ini cerita ini diletakkan di mana? Kan cerita yang berbeda. Kalau kita tidak mengenal cerita-cerita ini, bagaimana kita mengungkapkan discourse-nya?
Yeah, that's where the analysis comes in.
Berarti dia harus menceritakan setiap cerita ini. Ini kasus apa sih diplomasi Tengku Abdurahman ini? Apa sih kasusnya, kan saya nggak tahu.
That's where the analysis comes in. So critical discourse analysis is about analysis. So that's why I'm saying that you need to bring up the analysis and actually the critical analysis, right? So it's not just Muhammad Nasir being critical about the world, it's also you're critical about what Nasir says about his critique about the world.
Oh my God.
There you go. But that makes you a good social scientist, right? That makes you a good social scientist. Yeah. But you're able to critique Muhammad Nasir, but if he has said, you know what, he has this strength too. That makes your argument even stronger. Right? So you make Muhammad Nasir even a stronger figure. Right? He has this blind spot, you have this philosophical blind spot, you can use those terms, right? Ontological blind spots about peace, right? His construct of peace is about this. He's promoting what type of ideology he's promoting, and whatever. You can offer that critique. However, that said, he is doing this, right? Otherwise, it becomes a different, a different analysis. It can be, what is it? Qualitative research has many different research methods, right? You can look at my early lecture, I outlined 8 different types of qualitative research, and there's actually more than that. There's actually more than that. I did not touch, right? So you can take one piece of Muhammad Nasir's work and just analyze that one, and there are people that how Muhammad Nasir uses the word peace. There are people who do that. The social linguists, they look at one word, they analyze everything you say about peace and how he conceptualized the word peace just on textual analysis or something like that, right? Huh? Yeah. I mean, which actually, I know some. I've sat as I was an examiner, not examiner. I was the director's representative, right? Somebody was looking at the word red, merah. How is red used in Malay literature by this author?
It's more likely the Wolfgang and
but it's a Malay literature, so linguists, yeah. So red is symbolizes what? So that's actually textual analysis, no? So all this text, but the one that is going deep is critical discourse analysis because it's also critical. But phenomenology goes deep, but it goes deep into the meaning, right? But in this case, why is critical discourse analysis useful for speech analysis, write-up analysis? Because usually the person is no longer there, or you cannot access the person easily. But like Joanne's case, you can ask the person, you can go deeper. And it's not just one person, many people, right? So that's another point. I do want to talk about another point that I think is important. I mentioned theoretical frameworks. On decoloniality, you used the word, we were talking about Nusantarization, right? So bringing more decolonizing literature
For the Nusantara perspective.
Muhammad Nasir was part of this independence movement, different countries will get liberated from different colonial powers.
Yes.
It's very much about that movement. What's Indonesian foreign policy?
Bebas aktif.
Bebas aktif, right? So that is, and you talk about how he comes in and reshape or mewarnakan or transform or add or whatever you want to use the words like that. So, and decolonizing ideology, right, has also many perspectives, right? There's the liberation, what's the word? Liberation philosophy, liberation ideology, religion. It's not religion. Liberation what? The
Moderation.
No, moderation. The Catholics use it, liberation, I think philosophy, liberation something, but it's connected to religion. How religion is used as a liberation ideology to get independence also.
Ideologi pembebasan ya.
Ideologi pembebasan. Tapi agama dan and that may be close to Muhammad Nasir because he's a Islamic thinker, right? One aspect that I can see is that you were saying that he touches on Islam, but he wasn't talking about the Islamic Caliphate. Was he talking Islamic Caliphate?
No,
right? Khilafah.
no.
There you go.
Dia demokrasi is in line with Islam. Theocracy.
Theocracy. So, my critique about a lot of independence movement, including Indonesian independence movement, right? What's interesting is that what do we call our country usually? What do you call Indonesia? What's the term for Indonesia?
Pertiwi.
Bukan.
Pertiwi.
The full word, full name.
NKRI.
Tell me what's NKRI?
Negara Kesatuan Republik Indonesia.
Republic Indonesia. Republic is a Western concept, right? People's Republic of China. Republic is Indonesia is a Western concept, right? Before that, we did not have that tukang konsep. Kerajaan Majapahit. Right. Why do we need to use republic? Right? Why do we need to use confederation of Malaysia as a federasi? It's a Western concept, right? What's our concept? Now, the Muslims say, well, Khalifah is our concept. Right? Where's Nusantara concept in there? God, man, where's Nusantara concept? Why do we have to use the republic? You can critique like that. Lah. That's a critical discussion analysis. Can you see my point now?
Yes.
Yeah. So where is Nusantara in this? No, but I'm afraid you can get caught lah. Nanti NKRI. Hah? Salah nggak kritik tu? Nggak salah. Itu kan Pancasila apa namanya kan?
Lantai asing.
Because Nasir said part of democracy is in line with Islam.
Yeah.
Not fully mistake.
Yeah. So that is actually, you can criticize that, right? Because not all democracy is in line with Islam. No. In fact, I will argue, now the hegemony of democracy says, democracy is our purpose of politics. I argue, from Nusantara point of view, democracy is not the purpose of politics. Good governance is the purpose of politics, of
democracy as a tool.
As a tool. In fact, the best managed institutions are not even democratic. Family is not democratic. Hospitals are not even democratic. Military is not democratic. They are very well managed. Hospitals, they're not democratic. No. It's a doctor authoritarian plus hospital management. Family is not democratic. Is it bad? No. But the family can have good governance without democracy. Right? They can have democratic engagement, right? But not necessarily democracy. Right? So, kampung can be a non-democracy, but still good. Right? Nusantara, the critique of the whole thing now. Right?
Satu kata, ngeluh.
Ngeluh apa ya? So you get my point. How we can do the NDA point now? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
I got it.
You got it. I think you.
I got your problem.
Yeah. But you have everything there. It's just to bring one more level. That's it. All your columns there is there, but you just bring one more level or one more paragraph beneath that. That's all. Yeah. Where you come in, and you can do that. I know you can do that.
Yeah. In line with your character.
Yeah. In line with your character. Just put the more bullets in there. But this time you put a bazooka and at the end, boom, boom.
The way you argument.
Yeah, you can do this. So, and the next, you become even a better scholar of Muhammad Nasir. You can say, well, Muhammad Nasir was having these blind spots, but he can rise within the context of whatever, right? So bring in the Islamic discourse. You can bring in, especially decolonizing discourse, right? Decolonizing discourse is very localized. So they don't talk about governance being should be like this, should be like that. By the way, the confederation idea was coming from the native Indians, the American confederation. It's the different nations come together, and the term they used was nation, bukan states, nations, tribes, and that is very consistent with Islam too. You are created by different tribes, right? And when all the countries being created in Africa, they fight each other. Maybe because it was not formed from tribe. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a nation state. Nation state is a new creation. It's a Western creation also, right? So these are the things you bring it up from this critical discourse analysis, right? Are we recording this one?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah. So you will look at that one. Back to the last point. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Be careful with your AI. You got to draw a fine line of decision making. When to use AI and when to not use AI. Your analysis, you do not want to bring in the AI, but the infographics you can.
Yeah.
So when you use AI in your infographics, put somewhere in there, generated by
Canva.
generated by Canva, right? Or whatever, right? You can say that. So, and in your progress report, you say, I use AI to change my findings into infographics, to transform my findings into graphics. You can say that. So instead of they say it, you say it first, right? You shoot yourself before they shoot you, right? That's strategy I learned from my father, by the way. So when you make a mistake, you go to the boss. Sir, I make a mistake, and I stand corrected. Please punish me. I'm willing to take my punishment. Oh. My father is a military, right? So he's a.
I think
You said.
I see what you're saying.
You said that. Maybe you can understand me that way too. But so when you scold yourself enough, your boss will scold you. You said, "This is a stupid decision I made, boss." Okay, I got it. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
We can copy this strategy to prove.
But this is very Chinese, right? I remember Chinese.
Very Chinese.
我做错了，我错了，right? That's a very Chinese word, Chinese phrase. 对不对，拉妹 right? 我错了。Please punish me, right?
That's Japanese way.
That's Chinese. That's Chinese method as well. So this is consistent with the Chinese philosophy of managing mistakes, right? Scold yourself before the boss scolds you. Don't give excuses. I have no excuses, boss. It's my fault. No, yeah, it's no problem. But my father never allowed his sons to become military. He doesn't want my sons to become military. He even, we wrote letters to not allow us to become athletes. Any questions? Okay. I think that's I think my inputs today to you is clearer than yesterday. Yes. about the critical discourse analysis. I don't feel that I was 100% explaining the critical discourse analysis.
Okay,
yeah?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Good. Yeah. So in doing so, I think I have until we find my lecture.
CDA. Yeah.
I think I give a lecture on critical.
Plenty times.
Huh?
Plenty times.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Especially when they like to use this critical discourse analysis because it's easy. Yeah.
Huh? Easy.
You can make it easy because you can say use critical discourse analysis to compare the speeches that Jokowi made in the context of economy versus what Prabowo said in the context of economy for the first year. And you can all get all the data from Twitter, from apa gitu kan. I think now the tools are with journalism. Journalists use this tool too. Yes. By now, I think. Yeah. By now they use this tool too. Yeah. So that's why they can capture what Prabowo said about. Prabowo said, Lenin said, if you want to destroy a country, destroy the currency.
Yeah, and then.
And then they could show another.
I know that.
Right.
I know that video.
CNN brought that video up. CNN used it.
My God.
CNN.
Creative.
CNN lah, CNN Indonesia. Okay, now it's 6:15, right? What? Let's go. Okay. What?
Hanif.
Oh, halal. Halal is expensive.
It's okay for you.
Yo.
Oh, yo.
Okay.
I should talk to that way. To treat our dear friends and dear professor.
Thank you. Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Pak Rudi, how are you?
Oh.
Pak Rudi, our Sufu.
I keep listening. Your discussion is very interesting.
Hey, look at LSPR. How look at the office of LSPR, man.
Oh, okay.
Wow, look at that. It's so nice, right? That is the London School of Public Relations. You go there, it's well decorated, you feel like you're entering some kind of museum, studio, hotel, five-star hotel, even though the lift moves very, very slowly, right? But still the same lift, right?
Yeah, but the discussion very interesting, you know.
Oh yeah.
Destroy the country with the currency. It's really good.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. I was just showing example of how journalists can reuse videos of the past. It's easy now. Okay.
That's why, you know, when we go to abroad, then we feel very poor.
Oh
Then
man,
we go.
I understand the feeling. There was, by the way, I used that motivation to come back when I was at UK. I came back from snow one day from London back to Bradford. I was staying in Bradford. I had to take like a bus and then a train and then taxi. I don't have enough taxi. I don't have the money. Too expensive. At night it's after 12 o'clock. I have to walk home. I said, okay, I must make the commitment. The economic power is my responsibility. I must be economically strong. I do not want to be poor. Right now, so it's good motivation there. Because even though I have scholarship when I go abroad, right? But Malaysian money, when you go to pound sterling, is like small money. Right? I feel being poor in UK. I know the feeling. So it's good motivation, by the way.
Yeah.
It motivates you, that to be economically strong. That was my commitment. Okay, Pak Radi. All right, good to see you.
Okay, thank you. So see you soon, yeah.